Welcome in to the Red Raider Network. Dr. Rose, we're coming in here after the national anthem. I'm Joey Keefe, joined here in the booth / open air, nice little area they have here for us. Darren Swanner, Dr. Rose. Dr. Rose already brought us in on the radio, so we had some microphone trouble, and of course the wizard back here, Brett Burnett, worked it out. Thank you for joining us. Red Raiders taking on the Raines Wildcats. Got Scott Bowman on the field, on the main camera. Roman Bowman on the field camera. Brett on the IT Magic. Darren Swanner with stats and colorful insight. Dr. Rose with the eye in the sky and the voice of Red Raider football and basketball. And I am here just to
welcome us in.
And bring the brownies.
Yes. And bring the brownies. But I didn't make the brownies, but I brought the brownies. And I did eat one earlier, but just one. So, guys, welcome in.
Yeah.
Talk to us pregame.
Big night. Dr. Rose has already been informing the radio audience of the implications beginning tonight. And we're in must-win territory.
Indeed.
For the Red Raiders as we come off of a disappointing loss last week and a hard-fought game, shootout really, at New Red Raider Stadium against the Bonham Purple Warriors. It's hard to win many football games at this level, giving up 51 points, and that's what the Raiders unfortunately allowed last week. Several turnovers, so it wasn't just that the defense did not play well. It's that we gave Bonham too many opportunities. Dr. Rose, you may have already talked about it on the radio, not sure, but when you allow an offense to run 90 plays on one Friday evening, it doesn't typically work out well because if they have any athleticism at all, they're going to break a few of those. As we're watching the coin toss, Emory Raines in the blue have won the toss, and they have elected to receive on the south end of the field, facing the north, which, Dr. Rose, you were telling our radio folks, there's a pretty stiff breeze blowing. Temperatures are set to drop steadily through the night. It is Friday night football weather.
Darren, is this our, Dr. Rose, y'all can chime in, is this our first playoff game right here?
In a way, we've talked about that.
Playoff starts tonight for us, really.
The Raiders come in at 1-2 and need to win at least 3 of the next 4, if not all 4. And even if they win 3 of the 4 and go 4-3 in district, it may not be enough to have that 4th seed. Because of 7 teams, because of teams slipping up on us like they did last week when we had hoped to get the win against Bonham, and now they are a game up on us in the standings. That's why every week is important in an 8-team district when you got 7 games. It's a long district slog. And so tonight, the Raiders will take on these Raines Wildcats and try to get back on the winning side of the tally board. Raiders are going to kick it off from the 40. The Wildcats will be receiving on the south, which means that at the end of the game, they'll have their backs to the north. They'll have the wind at their back should it come down to that. That's what it came down to last year when we were at Mount Vernon. Ideally, it won't be that interesting here tonight. Raiders ready to kick it away. As I mentioned, Raiders in all red, black helmets. Wildcats in all blue, white helmets. A red and blue affair here in Raines County at Emory High School. Darren, I think this is the first time I've ever been at this field. And so I don't know how that's worked out as many seasons as we've called games for this one to be the first one here. Ball taken at about the 14. Got a hole right up the middle. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50. Breaks a tackle, slowed down, but he's at the 30, the 25, the 20. Can they run him out of bounds? They get him out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. A great return for the Raines Wildcats and a great start for the home team. Not at all what the Raiders wanted to happen.
Well, I tell you what, Jacob Russell was first one down the field from his gunner position, and he got absolutely tackled right in front of the ball carrier. Not sure that he necessarily would have made the play, but he would have slowed the runner down enough that other teammates could have gotten there. Instead, there was a crease up the middle, and, man, that is not how you wanted to start. After a tough loss last week, you wanted to come out and set the tempo early, see if the defense can bow their back.
You get us started on Meridics. Okay, very good. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in. The Quadcast, Meridics, streaming online, KWNS Radio, and then the 2 video options through the ISD Facebook page and on YouTube. Raines will set up with the spread, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 receiver up to the top, quarterback looking to the sideline, confusion already. And so Raines is going to take a timeout Thank you, Raines, for taking a timeout. Timeout number 1 for the home team, 11:44 on the clock. It's first quarter action here at Raines High School. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Darren Swanner, Joey Keefe, Dr. David Rose here. Thankful that you've tuned in. And one of 4 ways tonight, we invite you to do that every game for the remainder of the regular season. Not sure what the playoffs will look like. We've got to get there first before we can tell you anything
and you're not,
about that.
If you just tuned in and see that the Wildcats have the ball on their own our 2-yard line, you didn't miss any plays for them to get there. They actually had a long kickoff return on the opening kickoff.
Could have drove a truck through that lane, too.
It was a wedge up the middle that opened up the part of the Red Sea there.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation back to the right of the quarterback. Mackery's the quarterback. A lot of offense happens through him. He'll fake the pitch, dive in, get to the end zone, and he fumbled the ball.
We've got the ball.
Raiders say they've got the ball, and the officials agree. What a huge play for the Raider defense. They came out of the pile celebrating before there was any indication from the officials, so they're going to talk about it.
Guys, I'm going to be surprised if they don't call this a touchdown.
Yeah,
I think he was across the line before the fumble happened.
But there was no call from the officials.
I agree. I didn't see it. I didn't see him call it either.
They're going to look like spotted at the 5 and give it to the Raiders. They're switching out balls.
Wow, boy, that is exactly what the Red Raider defense needed. Let's just say it. Kudos.
For the Raiders, forced the fumble. Great googly moogly. Not a lot of help from the officials there figuring out what's going on, but the Raiders forced the fumble after the huge kickoff return by the Wildcats. The Raiders have 1st and 10 at their 1-yard line. Snap is back, handoff comes left side. Russell trying to cut back. He's at the 5. Stiff arms. He's out at the 10-yard line. Makes a whole lot out of nothing but a flag over on the far side. Maybe offsides because it's coming from that side, Judge.
He threw it as it was snapped. So
it'll be close to a 1st down. Russell with the nice carry. See what the call is.
Yeah, it's on defense.
Penalties declined. The encroachment call on the defense. Raiders will have 2nd and 1, a short one. It's almost at the 11-yard line. 1st down.
Wow.
How about that?
That's the way you want to start.
Indeed.
Here.
Imagine the heart rate, the pulse rate, and the emotions that Coach Finney's over there. He just watched them go all the way down to the 2. Then we get a fumble. Now we got a life for Coach.
That 1st down brought to you by United Country Cane Agency. 1st down Raiders at the 11. 2 receivers to the right side. Shotgun formation. Got a little motion. Who's going to back us up? This game has started out in a most unusual fashion on both sides of the ball. About an 88-yard kickoff return. Run out of bounds at the 2. Fumble on the very first play after a timeout by Raines and some confusion. The Raiders pick up 10 yards on their first carry and then a procedure penalty on the second play to back them up, make it 1st and 15 at the 6. 1st and 15, 6-yard line, just underway, 10:58 on the clock, quarter number 1. Raiders in red, Wildcats in blue. Again, 2 receivers to the right, shotgun formation, motion. Coming from right to left. Handoff in the backfield. Nothing to do with it. Ball's on the ground.
They got it. It's in the end zone.
They got it in the end zone. Touchdown for the Wildcats after the fumble recovery in the end zone. Guys, just like last week, ball security has become an issue immediately at the beginning of this game. And the Raines Wildcats get on the board after the fumble. The home team goes up by 6. If you hear that annoying noise, there are some Raines fans about 6-7 rows in front of us that have these clackers that may cause us.
Tore a rotator cuff. She went down to the stands holding her shoulder. I'm telling you.
Extra point attempt, snaps back, holds down, kick is up. Nice job by the holder. Wow. It was over on the wrong side, and he was able to pull it around.
Emotions I was talking about, guys.
Yeah, 0 for the Raiders, 7 for the Wildcats. Wow, what a start. 10:42 on the clock, opening quarter. It's Raines 7, Winnsboro 0. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Our thanks to Alexander's Tractor Parts, Auto Wind, Best Barbershop, Christus Health, the Dairy Queen of Winnsboro, First National Bank of Winnsboro, Leafy, Scott's Pharmacy, Team Worldwide, Tires Pro and Alignment, United Country Cane Agency, Winnsboro Boot Company, Winnsboro General Dentistry, Winnsboro Internal Medicine, and Winnsboro Tire and Lube.
Thanks to our live stream sponsors, Zach Loftus with 4L Construction, Beatty Funeral Home, Christus Trinity Mother Francis, Clements Realtors, Francel Burnett, Drill Wright, Edward Jones Investments, Darren Swanner, Johan Wessels, and Will Harrison. First National Bank, Ed Griffin's Paint Body, Hanson's Collision, Hornbuckles, Lake Country Windows, Nucor, Scott's Pharmacy, Team Worldwide, Wetzel's Heat and Air, Winkle Oil, and Winnsboro Health Services.
So as soon as this kickoff is over, Dave, we'll talk about kind of what we saw on that fumble.
Little pooch kick toward the middle of the field, kicks up at the 30, goes through the wickets and falling on that clicker that comes up with it.
Hayden.
No, Hayden Deaton right there. Number 8 falls on it, and so the Raiders will have possession at about the 28-yard line. Try to right the wrongs. They're down by 7. Emory Reigns 7, Raiders 0.
So I have to preface this by saying I did not take many snaps as a quarterback from shotgun, okay, just literally a handful. But watching that develop, that snap comes back, and then that handoff happens so immediately. Kyler doesn't necessarily have time to get a good grip on the ball to properly place it in the pocket of the runner, whereas if he comes out from under center, he seats the ball, puts it in the pocket. It's a different setup.
Little double handoff, spin around, breaks a tackle out at the 41-yard line, handed off to Klicka, and then Klicka hands it to Russell. All quickly happening in the backfield out to the 41, a 13-yard gain for the Raiders. 1st and 10 off a run from Jacob Russell. That first down brought to you by Winnsboro Boot Company. And for those who aren't watching by video, just listening, it was a jet sweep. So you got a receiver coming from the left to the right, really at full speed. And Kyler's got the ball in his hand half a second maybe, which you're right. And so to try to make that handoff is really difficult. First down, Raiders. 2 receivers left, a little motion. Handoff, Klicka comes left to right, breaks a tackle. He's at the 45, the 50. He's taking 4 or 5 with him, and a flag will come in.
Late hit.
Pushed out
Dave, come on!
Klicka got pushed all the way into the.
Well, I tell you, that should have been a personal foul, guys.
Yeah, but he's pushed into the bench and has to jump over the bench, runs into the little go-kart down there. Klicka hops right back up, tough as nails.
Sorry about that on the little live stream.
My ears.
That is absolutely, that's why you have flags for personal foul late hit, because people get injured. And
did y'all see the kid that was sitting on the bench? He was sitting over here on the bench, and when Klicka got that way, he grabbed Klicka and pulled him, and Klicka had to hurdle the bench to keep him.
Face mask is the call against the defense. So Klicka run out of bounds at about did he pick up enough for a first down anyway?
Close,
I think he did.
I think he picked up enough for a first down, and then definitely with the personal foul, moves it all the way to the Reigns 33-yard line. So first down for
those of you listening in, Raiders. You can turn your volume back down and clean out. We know your ears are cleaned out now. Yeah. Thanks to the world renowned Darren Swanner.
That first down brought to you by Winnsboro General Dentistry. 1st and 10 Raiders, same deal, a little motion. Back to pass. Finney, left side. Flag's going to fly in for interference. Yeah. Deaton, I think, was the intended receiver out on the left side. Jogging back in. And this is all developing so quickly, I'm having a hard time keeping up. So that was a 1st and 10 from the 33. Pass interference, we think, is going to be the call. Where's the official? Line of scrimmage was the 33. There's the official. He couldn't find him for a moment. Here's the call. The 10-yard penalty from the previous spot moves it down to the 23.
Darren, what's the difference right there in holding and pass interference?
Yardage, 15 yards on
right,
the
but I'm saying,
what they saw was him grab Hayden
at the line of scrimmage.
No, as he was making his break on the route.
Russell with the carry on the left side, gets behind a block. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Jacob Russell, touchdown, rugged red, and just like that, no Kleenex on the field. 6 points on the board. It's Raiders 6, Wildcats 7. extra point coming up.
Yeah, that was a great drive by the Red Raiders, 72 yards. Now, it obviously enhanced by 25 yards of penalties against the Wildcats, but that's what you want to see, the Raiders come back and just punch it right in the mouth.
Zeb Fulmer with a huge kick-out block right there.
Yeah, it was. Rodriguez with the point after, tying the ball game with 9 minutes, 41 seconds to go. It's been a flurry of activities, as you mentioned, Dr. Rose. He's trying to get his stat sheet, a 72-yard drive there for the Red Raiders as they started at their own 28-yard line and had, again, a couple of penalties called against. Really could have almost been 3. The face mask against Klicka for 15 yards. Could have had another 15 unsportsmanlike added on the end of it, but they let that go. We forced it in anyway. And
4 plays, 72 yards, 59 seconds.
There you go.
So
there's still 9:41 left in the game.
Yes.
And it is the first quarter in case you're tuning in.
First quarter action, Raiders 7, Wildcats 7 here at Wildcat Stadium here in Emory. As I was thinking about where the stadium was, I realized this is my 11th season. We played rain several times, but we've never played them here that I've called. And so I can't figure out how that worked out unless the last time we were in district together was maybe 10 years ago, and it was the second year. Yeah. It was the second year of the cycle, and it was at home. Rodriguez with the kick, little angled at the 30-yard line. Fair catch called for by the Wildcats, and they'll take over at their 30-yard line. First quarter, 9:40 on the clock. 7 points on the board for the Raiders, 7 points on the board for the Wildcats, and the Wildcats go to work at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
So not to dwell on last week, but hopefully the Raiders, as they watched film, learned some things. One of those being you've got to do have better ball control. Run the clock and use that clock to your advantage rather than letting an offense run so many plays.
3-man front for the Raiders, 4 linebackers. Shotgun formation, handoff. The quarterback keeper tries to go up the middle. Good job. Bottom of the pile there. Marita grabbed hold of him. Fulmer comes out of the pile. Loss of, we'll call it a yard, bring up 2nd and 11. Officials blow the whistles. Some discussion on the sideline. We mentioned the last couple of weeks, this is the 3rd Friday of October. October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you will see lots of pink. Several of the Wildcats have pink tape on their shoes. You'll see it, cheerleaders offer more, and the Range Wildcats cheerleaders to have that, definitely pink and white in their arsenal tonight and their pom-pom. 9:10 on the clock, 2nd down, 11 yards to go for the Wildcats. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Boyd, shotgun formation.
Boyd, the younger Fulmer, and Marquise Ivory,
what we're
3 down line
here.
There's been quite a bit of discussion
the
already
head
with this
official
crew.
went over and discussed with the Range coach.
So it's obviously some discussion about clockwork that has been hopefully solved, and we can move on. 9:25 on the clock.
What time does church start Sunday morning?
That's what I felt like last Friday night. It took forever.
Yeah, quarterback keeps it right side. Got some pressure, flushed out of the pocket, goes right
Gets
side. Overthrown, picked off.
Ooh,
out of bounds.
Good
coverage.
Good play,
good force from those defensive guys, flushing him out of the pocket, forcing the pass. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats at their 29. Marquise Ivory, Gage Fulmer, Landon Boyd, those 3 down linemen.
Landon Boyd just had a bead on that quarterback.
He did. Little screen coming, right side.
Nowhere.
Defense sniffs it out big time. Huge loss. Line of scrimmage was the 29. And they're going to drop him for another 5 yards, maybe 6 yards.
You bet the brothers Fulmer met and converged on the screen. And
I think we have a flag on the play.
Well, there is another flag on the play.
The official, the back judge here, was very actively waving his arms for the clock to be stopped.
Coach Finney may decline this one. I believe it's what?
Looks like holding.
Yeah.
Holding is the call. It's declined. It'll bring up 4th and 11 for the Wildcats. 4th and 11 at the Wildcat 29-yard line. If you're confused at home, it's because we're confused here.
It has been
sometimes
crazy.
we are in the month
of Halloween, getting closer there.
Indeed. Sometimes you're confused because we're not very good at it, but at this point, everybody's confused. 4th and 11 coming up. Snaps back for the punt. Back to receive the punt. Fair catch called for Rance Brown. Nice job at the 48-yard line. In a little bit of traffic, and with winds and the ball knuckleballing, that's a really good job by Rance to give the Raiders possession. Drive started at 9:40. It's 8:45, so they went 50 seconds, 4 plays, lost 6 yards. And the Raiders go back to work. 7-7 is the score, 8:45 on the clock, first quarter.
Raiders up front. We don't want to forget those guys. Lane Lewis, Josh Blair, Colt Wilkins, Caleb Tarrant, and is Will Holman your other tackle out there? Can't see who the other offensive lineman is.
Lane Lewis, you call him?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
going to pass, and Finney is rolling. The flag's down right at the line of scrimmage. That usually comes from the side.
That's the umpire standing behind the defense. Not sure what.
Big loss. Line of scrimmage at 47. They mark it back at the 39, so an 8-yard loss. We'll see what the penalty is.
The flag was thrown right as the ball was snapped,
yeah,
so I
right.
think it would have to be defense. I've been wrong before.
Official making his way over, going to discuss it. Asking for the coach from Raines to come visit with him. 8:40 on the clock, first quarter. Raiders 7, Wildcats 7, here at Emory Raines High School.
If it was a false start, they would have blown the whistle dead, right?
Yeah, should have.
And when it's orange,
I'm not sure why he's discussing with the coach. Right.
So that's, it's fun when the internet cuts out and I can't see.
Yeah,
Procedure, the penalty. They didn't stop the play.
Yeah, that hurts the Raiders because that should have if the umpire sees that sort of movement and throws a flag, it should have been blown dead immediately. And now the Raiders would just have been 1st and 15 rather than 2nd and about 17.
Oh, handoff left side. Get to the original line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle. He's all the way up nearly to a first down yardage. Great carry. Was that Russell getting out there?
It was, yes.
Russell with some flashes of Dominique there as he turned outside and waited on a blocker. 2nd and 18 from the 29. He's up to the Wildcat 40. 44 has got to get to the 43. So a gain of 17 on 2nd and 18 makes it 3rd and 1.
Other offensive lineman Banks Beatty in for the Raiders, and then your tight end, number 9, Gunnar Lovelady. So good job up front by those men.
Deaton will split out to the left, tight end and wing to the right. Single back, Finney under center, draws the defensive lineman.
He did that last time. He was almost, he was in the back.
What? Delay of game is the call against the Raiders. Great googly moogly. Could this game get any more bizarre? Delay a game will back them up 5 yards and make it 3rd and 6 on what should have been an encroachment penalty that gave the Raiders a first down. Instead, it's a delay of game that backs them up 5. 3rd and 6 coming up. 8:28 remaining in the first quarter. We're already 30 minutes into the contest.
Oh, my gracious, yeah. Not even halfway through the first period. So
barely a third, not even a third of the way. Motion, left side. Russell, first down and more. Russell gets 6 yards down to the 43 and then keeps going down to about the 30. We're going to mark it 37. First down for the Raiders. That first down brought to you by Winnsboro Internal Medicine. First down Raiders. Fourth play of the drive coming up. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. Raiders 7, Wildcats 7. 8:21 on the clock. First
They wait
quarter.
a while to wind the clock, don't they?
2 receivers left, tight end right, motion. Finney with keeper up the middle, lowers his shoulder, picks up 2 or 3. On the scrimmage was the 37. He's down to the 34. Pick up a 3 and bring up 2nd and 7.
guy sounds like a Baptist minister out there on the headset. I like it.
Or a Marine drill sergeant.
That too.
You take your pick.
There you go.
I'm not going to mess with him.
No, sir. But, boy, they have littered the playing surface with yellow laundry this evening. Most of those, I mean, it's calls you have to make. 3
receivers left. Finney back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolls right. Got a receiver
Wide
across
open.
the middle. Hits him. Get in the end zone.
Boy.
Touchdown. No.
Guys, he's laying across the end zone.
No, I think he was right at it. He didn't get in.
They got down to the.
Boy, he got lucky there. That safety was coming over, and I tell
Thought
you,
he was going to light him up.
I did too.
A long pass for the Raiders from the 34 down to the 1 yard line. 1st and goal coming up. And I apologize. We are quite a ways off the field. I think that was Rance?
Oh, that was
No, that was Hayden.
Hayden Deaton. Okay. Deaton across the middle. Hauled it in. Tried to fall in. Couldn't do it. Raiders quickly to the line. 2 tights.
Oh,
Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Raiders have it. Wow. 1st and goal becomes 2nd and goal. 1st and goal from the 1 foot line.
That last
becomes 2nd and goal from the 3.
That last long pass play, I tell you, our guys up front did a really good job of keeping that pocket and protecting Kyler back there. Kudos to those guys up front.
Finney did a good job stepping up in the pocket and continuing to look downfield.
2 tight ends. Motion left to right. Finney, keeper, around the right side, finds his way easily into the end zone.
Block.
Touchdown, Kyler Finney. Touchdown, Rugged Red.
Another flag flying.
Flag.
Wow. 6:32 on the clock in the opening quarter. Raiders just got into the end zone, but we'll see what the call is. We have a Raider down as well. We've got a player down in the midst
That's
of.
a clicker.
Gets up, he's going to walk off under his own power. The call on the field is touchdown, but an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Raiders that'll be assessed on the kickoff. So the Raiders will go for the extra point.
I'm sure Coach Finney wants to know who that is.
I'm going to tell you what well, I have to tell you off the air what he's talking about.
Looks like we're going to go for 2, huh?
He's the one that had the unsportsmanlike.
So some extracurriculars may be happening in the pile.
Yes.
And there was a little payback for that, maybe.
Yep. A little get off me, which I don't blame.
6:30, 6:32. Raiders setting up for the extra point. I thought when they had the personnel change that they were going to go for 2. But it was a personnel change for the extra point team. So Rodriguez snaps back, holds down, kick is up.
Money.
And it's good, and the Raiders take the 7-point lead, 14 for Winnsboro, 7 for Emory, 6:32 on the clock. A 2-minute, 10-second drive for the Raiders, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, 53 yards in 7 plays. And the Raiders take a 7-point lead. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Darren Swanner, Joey Keefe, Dr. David Rose here at Emory Reigns Wildcat Stadium. Our thanks to our season sponsors, Winnsboro Tire and Lube, Winnsboro Internal Medicine, Winnsboro General Dentistry, Winnsboro Boot Company, United Country Cane Agency, Tires Pro and Alignment, Team Worldwide, Scott's Pharmacy, Leafy South African Eatery, First National Bank of Winnsboro, Dairy Queen of Winnsboro, Christus Health, Best Barbershop, Autumn Wind, and Alexander's Tractor Parts.
Thanks to our live stream sponsors, Winnsboro Health Services, Wink Oil, Wetzel's Heat and Air, Team Worldwide, Scott's Pharmacy, Nucor, Lake Country Windows, Hornbuckles, Hanson's Collision, Griffin's Paint and Body, First National Bank, Edward Jones Investments, Darren Swanner, Juan Wessels, and Will Harrison, Drill Right, Clements Realtors, Christus Trinity Mother Francis, Beatty Funeral Home, and Zach Loftus with 4L Construction. Thanks to all of our sponsors, live stream, radio, Meridics, everywhere. We cannot do this without you. Thank you. Go support these businesses. Tell them that you heard about them on the Red Raider Network.
So thankful for them. Raiders have it teed up at the 25 rather than the 40 because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Rodriguez has it teed up to kick it away. He'll angle it toward the home stands, be taken at the 34-yard line. Force him to the middle. He's got a wedge again up to midfield, carrying some tacklers with him into Raider territory. A nice return for the Wildcats. Sets them up across midfield. Wildcats with their second possession of the night. Excuse me, their third possession. They fumbled on their first play at the 1-yard line or 2-yard line after their huge kickoff return. 6:24, first quarter. We're going to have a halftime between the first quarter and the second quarter just to give everybody a break. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Raider 47-yard line. Handoff will come left side. He'll go back to his right. Did I see a flag flying there? Or maybe somebody's towel.
I hope not. I'd like for the clock to run for a minute.
No doubt.
Finally brought down there by Amond, Klicka, and couldn't tell who the third in.
So I may have a little confusion tonight as I'm doing my stats because it's the Winnsboro Raiders, WR, and the Raines Wildcats, RW. So when I'm marking territory, I'm really not sure what I'm doing. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Wildcats at the 43-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Pushes a pile. Oh, the quarterback. Keep it going. Macri makes his way near first down yardage. And make it 3rd and 1 coming up for the Wildcats. 3rd and short. Ball resting on the 38-yard line. Two receivers on both sides for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation back to the left of Macri. Macri quickly under center, takes the snap, spins around, gets the first down and a little bit more. A nice little job by Macri. Picks up about 5 down to the Raider 34-yard line. First down for the Wildcats. Picks up 4. Fresh set of downs for the home team. 5 minutes remaining first quarter. Raiders 14, Wildcats 7. Wildcats, again, 2 receivers either side, but pulled in much more tightly. Handoff up the middle, spins around, down to about the 30-yard line, gain of about 4. Bring up 2nd and 6. 5th play of the drive coming up, 2nd and 6 from the Raider 31. We'll make it 2nd and 7.
Hernandez and Fulmer coming in off the tackle after a short gain.
Same formation, 2 receivers both sides. Shotgun back to the right side this time. Handoff. He'll go to his right side, get pushed back, breaks a tackle, spins around. He's at the 30, the 25. Pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 22. Line of scrimmage was the 31, 9-yard gain. Brings up a new set of downs for the home team. 1st and 10 at the 22. Winnsboro 14, Emory 7.
Update on the Mount Vernon-Bonham game. 21 Mount Vernon, 0 for Bonham.
You know, the big game tonight is really Pottsboro and Mineola. Heard rumor that Pendergrass may be out for the year.
Oh, wow.
Wide open for the Wildcats over on the right side. Pitch and catch. Nobody there. Breakdown in coverage of some kind, and Emory strikes again. Raines Wildcats go on the board and bring it within 1. They'll go for the extra point.
What was the line of scrimmage?
Line of scrimmage was 21.
So
21-yard touchdown.
Wide open reception.
Yeah.
Back just ran a rail up the sideline, and he was wide open.
Snap is back, the hold is down, and the kick doinks off.
No good.
Some of the Raiders.
All right.
Line drive. I thought it was going to have enough carom and go through the uprights, but it did not. And so the Raiders maintain a 1-point lead. It's Winnsboro 14, Raines 13. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM, streaming at Meridics. Video on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Afterglow Production and Winnsboro ISD. Joey Keefe, Darren Swanner, Dr. David Rose here at Wildcat Stadium. It's Winnsboro 14, Raines 13 with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
another long game. We had a marathon, it seemed like, last week. A lot of scoring. Already, a lot of points on the board here tonight in just the first quarter. So it's we can't go back and forth like we did last week. We've got to learn to eat the clock and man, limit those possessions.
I was interested today in the sports section of the Dallas Morning News. Was an article about some 6A schools running the wing T.
Excellent.
Terrell, Kennedale, Euless Trinity, a couple of others. And I thought, isn't that interesting that they ran the spread for a long time, I'm sure, and now we're at the running the wing T because defenses have a hard time stopping. Kick is away, pooched, fair catch called for across the way. Hayden Deep takes it at about the 37-yard line. Raiders will set up shop, go to work with a 1-point lead. Winnsboro 14, Reigns 13. 3:58 first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, though, because in this era of the run and shoot, whatever you want to call it, where it is wide open spread offense, 90 offensive plays, you're literally, as a team like that, you're looking to get 60 to 100 plays. That's your goal. If you get less than 60, you're probably getting beat.
Finney, back to pass, rolling to his left, looking, dumps it over the top, just throws it out of bounds.
So the way to beat it is to limit those offensive plays by running the ball and
controlling the clock.
Absolutely, let that clock be your extra teammate.
And
right?
doing your defense a favor for not having to sprint up and down the field for 90 plays.
Yeah, you think about the secondary that is running anywhere from 20 to 50 yards every single passing route, and you say, yeah, well, so are the receivers. Possibly, but they're rotating some of those guys in and out, and your secondary doesn't typically rotate as often.
Ball's on the ground again. Raiders trying to jet sweep, and the same thing happened. Kyler barely had it in his hands when Russell made contact with the ball. Doinks out. Russell able to cover it, but the ball recovered at the 34-yard line.
That almost looked like Russell was trying to catch the snap as he came by. I don't know that Kyler ever even touched it.
Loss of 2 makes it 3rd and 12 coming up. 3rd and 12 from the 34. Finney over at the sideline getting the call. 3:17, clock ticking. 10 seconds on the play clock. Raiders going to have to take a timeout. I don't know how they got the play clock reset so quickly on that. Goodness. So Raiders will take a timeout.
They must have Darren Swanner on the play clock.
Timeout Raiders with 3:02 remaining in the first quarter. It's Raiders 14, Wildcats 13. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM.
This is one of those games as the play clock operator, you are slow on the trigger to reset that 40. Let that game clock run down if at all possible. We're halfway to bedtime and still in the first quarter.
We're 45 minutes into this broadcast, and we've still got 4 minutes left, or 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Raiders with the lead. It is that October season. Month October means lots of stuff happening in Winnsboro. It's third weekend, so we had the trail ride parade today. I saw Tex Willis had posted that he talked with Kansas City Southern about having no trains come through town from 4 to 5. So they had everybody ready, lined up for the parade at 3:57. And a train came through at 3:57. It wasn't 4 o'clock yet. And so
wow.
They had lots of folks near the railroad, but everything was fine. And so Trail Ride is this weekend. What a great weekend in Winnsboro. Wagons, horses, all kinds of stuff all over town. Enjoy that all weekend long. Raiders back to work. 3rd and long coming up. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun formation. Finney back to pass. Good rush. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep it. Try to get a block back to the original line of scrimmage. Oh, my goodness. Lots of lateral movement, but only gets back to the original line of scrimmage and brings up 4th and 10 for the Raiders. 4th and 10 coming up. Personnel swap. They'll get ready for likely the quick kick punt. They'll send 3 receivers over to the right side, 1 to the left. Finney takes the snap. Kick is away. It's straight up in the air. Got the wind at his back, but it won't help him much. Takes as good a Winnsboro bounce as we could get. Goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So 16 yards to midfield and another 9 yards, a 25-yard punt. And the Raiders turn it over to the Wildcats. Raiders 14, Wildcats 13, 2:23 on the clock, first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Wildcat 41.
You know, difference already this week, though, Dave. Our offense last week didn't struggle as much moving the ball. What we struggled with last week were the turnovers. That's what absolutely killed us. But we're struggling. Other than that first good drive, really the second one was more plays. But see if the defense can't make a stand again.
Handoff go right side, stretching him out. He'll pick up a couple of yards. Line of scrimmage is 41. He's up to the 43, 44-yard line. 2:13 remaining in this first quarter. Raiders with the 1-point lead here in Emory Raines High School Stadium. Second 7 coming up. 2 receivers left and right. Shotgun formation. Macri calls for the snap. Whistles will blow. 2nd and 7. False start will push him back. Make it 2nd 12. 2nd 12 coming up for the Wildcats. Raiders here in Emory tonight. Head back home. Take on the Mount Vernon Purple Tigers. Huge game next week at home. Then to Commerce the final Friday of October, and then head back home for the final game against Commerce. At Commerce, and then final game at home against Pottsboro. Pass will go right side, swing him out, get him down to about the 46-yard line.
Fulmer out here from his outside backer position. He's the receiver actually gave Fulmer a forearm, kind of knocked him back a little bit, but Fulmer stayed in hot pursuit and got him out of bounds to bring up a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 from the Wildcat 46. They've got to get just across midfield to the Raider 49 for a first down. Again, 2 receivers left and right. Little movement there, no call. Little swing pass in the flat to the back. Get him, got him down, then a flag's going to come in. Must have got a face mask as he was making the tackle. I don't know if that was Zadrian over there who wrapped him up.
Looked like Rance.
Or was it Rance? Rance, Zadrian, Amon, all of them on that side of the field. Face mask is the call, so what would have been a nice stop on 3rd and short gives the home team a first down. 1st and 10, moves the ball all the way to the Raider 35-yard line. They needed to get to the 49. They pick up another 15 yards. It's about a 17-yard penalty ends up being, and Raines goes back to work. 80 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Raiders 14, Wildcats 13. Back in motion, goes out to the left. Quarterback keeper up the middle, shakes and bakes, spins. Picks up nearly 10 yards, down to about the 25-yard line. Is it enough? It is enough for a first down. Sticks will move.
He's got that spin move down to science, doesn't he?
He does.
Finally brought down by Ivory and Hernandez coming up off that pile. 1st
and 10 at the Raider, exactly 25-yard line. Picked up exactly 10 on the carry.
Of course, I guess technically a single runner down does not make a pile, right?
2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. One in motion from right to left. Macri's going to come to his left, cut up, dive in. Taken down at about the 22-yard line, pickup of 2. Probably the 23, bring up 2nd and 8. 6th play of the drive coming up, 20 seconds remaining.
We'll take it to the quarter, looks like.
And the Wildcats will be content to switch ends, take us to the end of 1. It's Raiders 14, Wildcats 13. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Our thanks to Scott's Pharmacy, Team Worldwide, Tires Pro and Alignment, United Country Cane Agency, Winnsboro Boot Company, Winnsboro Internal Medicine, Winnsboro General Dentistry, Winnsboro Tire and Lube, Leafy, Dairy Queen of Winnsboro, First National Bank of Winnsboro, Best Barbershop, Christus Health, Autumn Wind, Senior Living, and Alexander's Tractor Parts.
Thanks to our live stream sponsors, 4L Construction, Zach Loftus, Beatty Funeral Home, Christus Trinity Mother Francis, Clements Realtors, Drill Right, Edward Jones Investments, Darren Swanner, Yuhan Wessels, and Will Harrison. First National Bank, Griffin's Paint and Body, Hanson's Collision, Hornbuckles, Lake Country Windows, Nucor, Scott's Pharmacy, Team Worldwide, Wetzel's Heat and Air, Winkle Oil, and Winnsboro Health Services. Thanks to all of our sponsors of the Red Raider Network.
An interesting first quarter, Raiders with the 1-point lead, but a sloppy 12 minutes of football. We'll see if they can right the ship and make things a little bit better. They've got the 1-point lead, but they've had a fumble, a couple of fumbles, recovered one, lost one. Second 8 coming up for the Wildcats. Receiver in motion, left to right. Macri keeps it, goes left side. Traffic going to be wrapped up after a gain maybe of 1. Line of scrimmage was the 23. He goes to the 20.
Josh Blair
22.
wrapping him up from behind.
Big Josh, junior Josh Blair getting some action on that front line. Third and 7 coming up for the Wildcats from the 27-yard line of the Raiders. Raiders 14, Wildcats 13. Second quarter just underway. Macri back to pass. Pressure, goes to his left, dumps a pass, pick it off.
Picked off. Intercepted.
Interception.
That wasn't a smart pass. I know he wanted that one back. He just kind of threw it up like an alley-oop. We had 2 defenders over there.
Have a flag.
But we got a flag. I'm trying to, because there's not as much excitement as there should be. Holding the call against the Wildcats. Decline, and the Raiders defense stands up big. Darren, we've talked several times this season, the defense in the 3 wins for sure, but even in the 2 losses against Mineola and even last week against Bonham have been so good in so many instances and kept the Raiders in the game. And this first big one for the Raiders.
Yeah, I believe that was Adrian Nance that from his corner spot, he was broke on the ball and did a nice job.
His mom will be happy.
Raiders, 2 tights, handoff up the middle. A host of Raiders escorting the runner upfield. Trying to see how much time. They took about 3 minutes off the clock on that previous drive. 11 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Raiders out to the 18-yard line. Started at the 13. Second 5 coming up. Klicka, left side. First down. First and 10 for the Raiders, that first down.
Yeah, I'd love to see just that same exact 2 plays right there, just march that all the way down the field.
O-line was
great job.
nice.
Lane Warren has come in for the offensive line. You've still got Lewis, Wilkins. I'll get to the others in a moment.
A counter action, handoff up the middle. Fulmer pushing. Line of scrimmage was 25. Fulmer's up to the 32, 34. 9-yard gain for Fulmer. Second 1 coming up.
Running some double tight, so Caden Finney has come in for the other tight end position. Big Will Holman on the offensive line as well. Lewis, Warren, Blair, Wilkins rounding out those.
Finney under center, Russell in motion, left to right, handoff up the middle. Through the hole is Klicka, running with some authority all the way to midfield. He came out like a cannonball, shooting through there. Klicka all the way up to the 50-yard line.
Again, just keep
16-yard gain for Klicka. That first down brought to you by Winnsboro Tire and Lube.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
5th play of the drive coming up, first and 10 right at midfield. Raiders double tight, going back to the bread and butter here. Russell in motion, left to right. Finney, keeper, right side. Cuts up, 6 yards, 10-yard gain.
He almost got he may have gotten got out. Yard short, maybe.
Line of scrimmage was midfield. They'll mark him right at the 40. We'll see.
First down.
Yeah.
He's just shy of the 40, but they give him the first down. That first down brought to you by Alexander Tractor Park. First and 10, Raiders at the 40-yard line. 6th play of the drive coming up. Handoff. Who's that coming
Amon,
through there?
I believe, wasn't it?
Isaiah Amon. Let's see who's coming at. It was 21, Isaiah Amon. Little counter action going left side. Picks up 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6 from the 36-yard line. Clock ticking. 9 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in this first half. Raiders 14. Wildcats 13.
Tempo was working for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Brett, giving us some scores.
Double tight once again for the Raiders. Finney under center, little counter action, handoff right up the middle. Fulmer spins around. He's going to pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage was some extracurriculars afterward. There is a flag right at the 30.
I have a feeling that's on us.
Line of scrimmage that was going to be a first down. Fulmer had bulled his way down to about the 30-yard line.
That was a cheap call, but
Darren, you had mentioned earlier after that first personal foul that there may have been some extracurriculars happening in a pile and maybe he's trying to.
This guy just wanted to throw a flag over. He's been killing him to throw a flag. I mean, that wasn't
There's some long discussion about it, too. They are looking to mark it off against the Raiders. Line of scrimmage was going to be the 29. Would have been a first down for the Raiders.
That's a cheap call. I can promise you. I saw it.
So we'll see what the call is going to be. So after the play, so it will be offensive face mask. You don't hear that.
Cheap call right there.
You don't hear that called very often. So do you get a first down? It's just 15 yards back, so it's still 1st and 10? Shouldn't that be right since it was after the play?
Dead ball.
Yeah,
so it backs them up, but it's a 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. So again, another strange happening here.
Yeah. Years ago, they actually would have put that at 1st and 25.
Right, that's what I was going to say is the difference. So,
but they did away with that death penalty almost when you got 1st and forever.
Finney, a keeper. Flags are coming from the side. Finney getting lots of yardage. The keeper around the right side, he turns the corner, gets all the way down to the 20-yard line. We'll see what this.
That's coming back.
Yeah,
that's usually holding
from the side.
This official, he's hollering at the other guy.
So Finney went from the 44 all the way down to the 21-yard line, a 23-yard gain for Finney. Defensive holding will be declined. Great job. Wow. That first down brought to you by Autumn Winds Senior Living on 1004 East Coke Road. Great job, Kyler Finney. First down for the Raiders after the hold against the defense. And bring up 9th play of the drive for the Raiders. 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 22-yard line. 8:13 remaining, first half. Clicker, left side. Cuts up, gets to the 18-yard line. Gain of about 4, bring up 2nd and 6. Got an official timeout, got a Wildcat down at about the 25-yard line. Raiders, 2 scoring drives, went 4 plays and 7 plays. This current drive is about to be the 10th play of the drive, so definitely the lengthiest of the drives thus far for the Raiders. If you're just tuning in, huge kickoff return for the Wildcats to start the game. They went from the 10 where they received the kickoff all the way to about the 1-yard line, set up, looking like they're going to score, fumble on their first play. The Raiders pick it up, go about 2-3 plays later, they fumble, and the Wildcats score on the scoop and score, make it 7-0. Actually, it was fumbled in the end zone is what it was because they were backed up. I forgot about that. So the ball goes in the end zone, Raines covers it, makes it 7-0. Raiders take it, go 4 plays, 72 yards, make it 7-7. The Raines on their second possession, 3 and out, punted away. Then the Raiders score on their second possession, made it 14-7. Then Raines turned right back around, made it 14-13. They missed the extra point. Raiders punted it away. Then the Wildcats threw the interception just about a minute into this second quarter, and the Raiders have had it since then. 3 minutes, 30 seconds into this drive. Raiders with 2nd and 6 coming up
Give you a
from
score,
the 18.
district score update after this play.
2nd 6 from the 18. Tight end left, receivers right. Handoff right side. Pretty good pile down to about the 15-yard line. Gain of 3 will make it 3rd and 3.
So the big game in the district tonight, Pottsboro versus Mineola. As we mentioned, heard that Mineola's leading rusher, team leader, really Pendergrass, possibly out for the year. Pretty obvious he's not playing tonight. Pottsboro 21, Mineola 7. So that's big implications because that could prove fatal for the Red Raiders.
3rd and 3 coming up. We got a false start on the Raiders. Back them up 5 yards. Make it 3rd and 8. Ball will be spotted. 3rd and 8 coming up from the 20-yard line.
Mount Vernon 21-0 still over Bonham.
So that leaves Commerce and Howe, I believe. Yeah, it'd be Commerce and Howe slugging it out. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders. 7:04 remaining first half. I formation, receiver right. Finney back to pass.
Dangerous.
Long pass out of the end zone. Falls incomplete through almost, there really wasn't double coverage, but it was good coverage. But just that one receiver, Deaton, going on the go route down the right side. Pass will fall incomplete and bring up the 12th play of the drive. 4th and 8 coming up from the Wildcat 20-yard line. Clock stop 6:54. 2nd quarter, Raiders 14, Wildcats 13.
I think Coach Finney's going to take a timeout and see if he can figure out kind of what he wants to draw up here. 4th and long. Really, you've had a pretty good sustained drive going early on with quick hits from the fullback, crossing action in the backfield to the tailback, getting some good yardage. And then we get out here and we have a false start that puts us back a little bit. And so see what he draws up here.
We mentioned that it is October. It's Trail Ride Weekend in Winnsboro. So if you don't have one of the Autumn Trails brochures, just go to WinnsboroAutumnTrails.com. WinnsboroAutumnTrails.com. It's got all the information that's in the brochure. So we had the parade today. Tomorrow is the 42 tournament, the trail ride. They'll have the mule rodeo tomorrow evening, trail ride on Sunday as well. The next weekend is the trade days and swap shop, as well as the antique car parade. Huge weekend this weekend and next weekend. Big play coming up for the Raiders. 4th and 8. Finney back to pass. Got a receiver wide open. Hits him at about the 8-yard line. Pass is complete. Hauls it in.
That Baker?
Logan Baker.
Logan Baker. Baker from that flexed out spot on the left side. Great job,
Big
Logan
catch.
Baker in some traffic. 13th play of the drive coming up. 1st and goal Raiders. They spread it out. 3 right. Finney, keeper. Left side, 5-yard line. End zone, touchdown. Kyler Finney, touchdown. Rugged Red.
No flags on the play.
5 minutes on the drive. 13 plays. 87 yards. The Raiders go. Started at the 13 after the interception. 87 yards for the Raiders. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Raiders take an 8-point lead. It's Rugged Red 21. Wildcats 13. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Joey Keefe, Darren Swanner, Dr. David Rose here. Scott Bowman on the big camera. Rowan Bowman on the field camera. Brett Burnett and all the technical wizardry doing production and direction tonight here at Emory-Raines High School. Raines County, Emory, the county seat here out on the east side of town. Beautiful night for football. Nice north wind, thankfully. We've got a wall separating us from the north. But we are out in the open. Great hospitality tonight here by the Raines ISD staff. Appreciate all that they've done for us, and really thankful for all of you tuning in, watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, listening on Meridics, and listening at 104.7 FM.
Another score of interest around our area tonight, Gilmer, where Winnsboro's very own Josh Niswander is coaching over there. They're up 9-0 over Pittsburgh.
9-0, that's an unusual score.
Yeah.
Raiders have it teed up at the 40. Hernandez will kick it away. A little line drive. Kick up, kick up, kick up.
I like that.
Look at there. It's going to picked up at the 3-yard line. Get some coverage, fellas. Get some coverage.
I like it.
Oh, they can't wrap him up. He spins around the 10, out to the 15. Had him wrapped up at nearly the 3. And is that Macri back there on the recovery? Because he spun around like he was the quarterback.
Yeah, sure was. That's
It
him,
is.
number 1.
Where do you see the flag? Oh, I see it over there near the 15-yard line.
Face mask.
Face mask on the Raiders, and so spot was going to be at about the 15. That'll move him out to the 30. But the Raiders with a nice sustained drive, 5 minutes, 13 plays, 87 yards to take the 8-point lead, 6:20
I like that.
on the
I
clock.
like that kickoff.
Yeah, that was a nice
I like
kickoff.
that.
You
Kick
bet.
it, thing deep.
Tell you what, last drive was 87 yards. Raiders, on the negative side of things, have been penalized for 75 yards already.
Wow.
Those of you,
four 15-yard penalties.
yeah, we've had 2 face masks. Those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook, stick around at halftime. I'm seeing the Raider band setting up for their night circus presentation. If you've not seen it, they've got all their props in place tonight. It's going to be great. 1st and 10, Wildcats, left side, breaks the tackle at the 35, up nearly to the 40. Macri on the carry. You wonder how many calories he burns in a game.
In one run. He could probably eat some of these brownies up here and burn them right off.
1st and 10 from the 32, now 2nd and 2 from the 39. Raiders 21, Wildcats 13. Wildcats, 3 receivers to the right, 1 left, shotgun formation. Macri calls for the snap, keeps it, goes left side. Gets close to 1st down, see where the spot should be. 3rd and very short coming up. 3rd and 1 from the 41.
Brought down behind the yardage marker, but just barely by Merida.
Wildcats
About a yard to go.
setting up 3 receivers to the top this time, 1 to the bottom. Going left to right. 5:15 remaining, 1st half. Raiders 21, Wildcats 13. Merida on the keeper, up the middle. He gets a push. He's going to get the 1st down. He's little, but he can get some good push, can he?
Yeah, he's solid. You can tell.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Moves the ball up to the 43-yard line of the Wildcats. Under 5 minutes remaining in this 1st half. Raiders with the 8-point lead. After a really unusual 1st quarter that lasted nearly 50 minutes. The 2nd quarter is moving along a little more quickly. Macri hands off. Good push in the backfield. That Fulmer coming up.
That's a Zeb.
Zeb coming up. Zeb Fulmer breaks through and makes a huge drop in the backfield. Line of scrimmage was the 42.
Once he got his hands on him.
43, pushed him back to the 37. Loss of 6 brings up 2nd 16. Sorry, Joey.
No, it's I was just saying, once Zeb got his hands on him, that wrestling came into play, and he took him down.
2nd 16 from the 37. Raiders.
Oh, holding.
Hold, yeah, we got the call. Macri pushes off.
Hang on, Marquise.
Yeah, good job defense. Marquise Ivory back there in the backfield causing problems. 21, Isaiah Amon, great job. Despite the hold, run him out of bounds at the 31, which would be a loss of another 6, would bring up 3rd and 22 if they decline the penalty.
Yeah, I think so.
The line to make a 1st down is across midfield at the Raider 47. So if they put them at the... Yeah, so that puts them at the 31. They need 19 yards to midfield and another 3. So 3rd and 22 coming up.
Tell you what, Raines is 4 for 5 converting 3rd downs this evening. So they've not faced one this long, though, so see if the Raiders can keep them short.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 22 coming up. Clock stop, 3:57 remaining. 1st half, Raiders 21, Wildcats 13. Macri spins, goes left side, got pressure.
Nice.
Not passes.
Intercepted Marquise.
Did Marquise get on the tip? Interception.
Oh, my
Marquise
goodness.
Ivory. I didn't see who got his hands on it. Must have been Boyd, maybe.
It was Boyd getting his big paws up, knocking the ball around.
Granddaddy.
Marquise with great just awareness to see the ball, get his hands on it, bobble it a second, bring it in, and take it to the house.
That was a Sports Center highlight.
Landon Boyd got his hands up, pushing with his left to push the lineman. Got his right hand up, blocks the pass. Marquise Ivory brings it in. The scoop and score, or the tip and score, snaps back, holds down, kicks up. And the Raiders, what a turn. Raiders up by 15. It's Winnsboro 28. Reigns 13. Wow, Granddaddy. What a cool thing. What a memory for Marquise and Landon Boyd right there. Great job, Raider defense once again, standing strong.
That's one of those 3rd and long. We'll let those two guys, Boyd and Ivory, your defensive line.
And they just had a 3-man front.
They just pinned their ears back and said, I'm going. And they both did and put great pressure. Boyd, great job of getting his hands up.
I guess technically that's a pick 6 because it's an interception, but you don't see many interior linemen getting a pick 6.
Off of another interior lineman, that far back.
What a great thing for the Raiders. Up by 15 now, 3:43 on the clock. So that was a 2.5-minute drive for the Wildcats. Went 6 plays. They had started at the 32 and then had been backed up by penalties. So loss of about 15 yards on the drive plus the score for the Raiders. Raiders have it teed up at the 40.
See if Rodriguez, was it Rodriguez or Hernandez that kicked the last one?
Hernandez kicked the last one.
He did a great job.
Rodriguez has it teed up. Hernandez will do the kicking. Same thing. Nice job taken at the 15. He almost jumped too soon to get that catch.
Hang on.
Wrapped up, spins around, still moving, and then pushed back at about the 25-yard line. 54. Derek Coleman and number 23, Ray Soto, helping make that tackle.
You know, speaking of Soto, we need to give a shout out.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, Ray's little brother David, number 2 in district last Saturday in cross country, qualifying for regional.
And don't forget to mention who's number 7.
Our very own Kanan Matthew Swanner, number 7, qualifying for regional as well. Haley Reisner and Marin Bryant for the Lady Raiders cross-country team. They are all 4 headed to the regional cross-country meet in a week and a half.
Week and a half for that cross-country meet. The Rugged Red Band has an invitational tomorrow at Prairie Land, and then district competition Tuesday in Mount Pleasant, trying to make history. On the first play for the Wildcats, go from the 29 to the 35, bring up 2nd and 4. Handoff again.
Nice Hernandez,
push.
Hang on.
Several Raiders coming in, try to clean it off. Klicka got him started.
Brown coming from his safety position, cleaning it up there and keeping them pushed back. 3rd down, upcoming.
Line of scrimmage was 35, and they still give him a yard. Okay.
I thought he got hit a little further back than that.
3rd and 3 coming up from the 36. Clock ticking, 2:48 remaining. First half, Raiders 28. Wildcats 13.
Lots of activities. To your right, one of the Red Raider filmers, joiners on the fishing team as well. They've got a tournament at Lake of the Pines tomorrow, so good luck to the Winnsboro fishing team.
Macri right up the middle. Goodness, he shot out of a cannon. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. He pulled out of bounds by Tedford, but after a huge gain, line of scrimmage was the 36. He goes 14 yards to midfield and another 25 yards, a 39-yard gain for Macri. 1st and 10 coming up, deep in Winnsboro territory, now at the Raider 25-yard line, 2:22 remaining, first half.
You know, Joey, in basketball, we talk so much about momentum and changing things, and we'll come back to that after this snap as we got a flag. Looks like a false start. But momentum is in any team sport, right? And right now the Raiders have put it to Reigns and taken that momentum. They had the opportunity there, 3rd down, to close them out again and just keep your foot on them, and yet their quarterback made a nice read and a nice long run.
He reminds you a lot of Kyler Murray because of that size and shiftiness. He hadn't had a chance to really air one out, so I don't know if he's got an arm like Kyler Murray, but got the wheels like him. 2:21, second quarter, Raiders 28, Wildcats 13. Keeper, left side, Macri into a pile. Pick up about close to the original line of scrimmage. Well, maybe didn't pick up as much as I thought. They're going to mark it at the 28. So gain of 2 will bring up second and 13.
So that was deceptive because the play before on second down where we stuffed them in the backfield looked like they had a loss. They gained 1.
Yeah.
That one, I thought he gained at least 4, maybe 5 like you, Dave. And
picked up 2.
yeah.
Second 13, 1:44. That means there's 100 seconds remaining now in the first half. Macri on the keeper. He'll pick up another 5 or 6 coming up from the pile. Number 21, Isaiah Amon. Marquise Ivory, number 5, coming up. 1:20 remaining, clock running, 3rd and 9 coming up for the Wildcats. Raiders up by 15, 28-13. Doubles left and right. Macri in the shotgun. Takes a snap, back to pass. Across the middle, just kind of a...
Gave him the catch.
Yeah. Down to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 5, and I think Raines will take their timeout. Is that their second? Yeah, that's their second timeout. Timeout Wildcats bring up 4th. We're going to say 4th and 5. What had been 3rd and 9, now 4th and 5. Ball resting at the 20-yard line. 58 seconds remaining in the half. At halftime, we'll go back to the radio station. You KWNS 104.7 FM listeners will hear from all our sponsors at halftime. Those of you on Meridics, you can take a break. We'll put you on pause, and you'll want to refresh 25, 30 minutes later, and we'll come back with the second half. Those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, stick around. The Winnsboro High School Raiderettes will go first, and then the Winnsboro High School band.
Notice we're down some Raiderettes tonight that only have 4 Raiderettes.
Yes, they got some.
Kudos to those girls for
soldiering on.
Yep, that is correct.
4th and 5 coming up for the Wildcats. Under a minute remaining in the half. Wildcats 4th and 5, doubles left and right. Macri in the shotgun.
Big play here for the Raider defense to end out this first half.
Tailback to his right. Macri looks left. Going deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Raines. My goodness. Thought it was great coverage over there from Deaton. Thought he had his head turned to knock it away, but a perfect pass that we talk about. And Kyler Murray, can he air it out? He threw it over the top. And Raines strikes with 52 seconds remaining in the half to cut into the lead.
I think, I don't know if Deaton lost the ball or something because he was in decent position.
I thought if he got his hands up,
just
didn't block it.
Didn't get it played out. They'll go for 2.
Go for 2. Macri looks to his right, fires a bullet, and it's
nice coverage.
Down low and incomplete. Zadrian Nance on the coverage. And so it remains an 11-point lead for the Raiders, 28 for Winnsboro, 19 for the Wildcats. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM, streaming at Meridics.com. Video courtesy of Afterglow Productions and the Winnsboro ISD on the ISD Facebook page and on YouTube.
Score appears to still be 21-7 Pottsboro over Mineola. Mount Vernon extending their lead 28-0 over Bonham.
35-0.
Is it 35 now? Thank you. Our app here is a little bit behind, and so yeah, Mount Vernon wouldn't expect them to have any trouble with Bonham this week. We certainly gave them plenty of offensive plays to break down from a defensive coaching perspective this week.
If Bonham loses tonight, Mineola loses tonight, we win. We're all 2-2. But they've got the tiebreaker over us because both of them have beat us. So that shows you how complicated the playoff picture is already. Could become even more complicated The Raiders have to take care of business week by week. Ball's going to be kicked. Fair catch called for by Deaton at about the 29, 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. 50 seconds remaining in the half. Raiders 28, Wildcats 19. Wildcats missed an extra point and then tried for the 2-point conversion and missed that. That's why they've got 19 rather than 21. I said it was an 11-point lead. My math was wrong. It's a 9-point lead. 28-19 for the Raiders, and they'll have a 1st and 10 with 51 seconds remaining. Right at the 30-yard line. All right, Coach, 50 seconds left. What do you do?
Man, I tell you, you don't want to have a turnover like
you get the ball. You get the ball to start the second half. So I'm being real conservative right here and put a knee on it.
I give it to Klicka.
I would.
There you go. Klicka's got it. Left side, 30, 35-yard line. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and Raines has it.
What I just said, I'd be safe.
Raines picks it up with 45 seconds remaining in this first half.
You could at least let me finish what I was saying, Darren.
1st and 10 for the Raines in Raider territory at the Raider 34-yard line.
Yeah, you get the ball start second half, already up by more than a touchdown. But that's why I'm in the booth.
Wildcats will go trips right, single receiver out to the left at the 34-yard line. 45 seconds remaining.
This is huge, guys.
Macri back to pass. Looking, flushed out of the pocket. Got some pressure, bounces off a lineman, goes to his left, finds a receiver wide open.
Oh,
boy.
Wide open.
I don't know that he knew the ball was coming.
I don't think he did either. He was wide open.
He was. There wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him, and it falls incomplete. Goodness. Big break there for the Raiders. 2nd 10 coming up. 37 seconds remaining in the half. Raiders with a timeout. Wildcats with a timeout. Raiders 28, Wildcats 19.
Raiders fortunate there. That's where, as a quarterback, you just stick it in that crossing receiver's gut to make sure he catches it as wide open as he is. That's a hard throw. He's going to his left. You know, his receiver's running with him. But really, it's an easy pass, too. Yeah, timeout called here. Anytime you're on a full rollout and your momentum's carrying you more towards the sideline along with the receiver, it's physics. Dr. Rose, you can appreciate this. You're moving probably about the same speed the receiver is. You throw the ball right at him. You don't lead him, because if you lead him like he did just there, it's going to be out in front of him. But those two bodies in motion together, it's a system, if you will, and you just throw it in his gut and make him catch it. Fortunately for the Raiders, that wasn't the case.
You give me flashbacks to my physics class in college. I'm not liking it. I've had a bad experience with physics in college, so we'll just be thankful it was an incomplete pass and I don't have to go see Dr. Magri tomorrow. So
he's scarred. He remembers his name.
Oh, man, I could tell you stories. 2nd 10 coming up for the Wildcats. 28.
Counseling at halftime.
28 for the Raiders, 19 for the Wildcats, and the Wildcats after the fumble. 2nd 10. Macri flushed out of the pocket, dumps it across the middle at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, breaks a tackle, tight ropes down, he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The momentum, he couldn't stay in. A 33-yard gain gives the Wildcats 1st and goal at the 1 with 27 seconds remaining in the half. Trying to chip away at that 9-point lead. Yeah, Joey, if you had taken a knee, could have gone in and none of this would have happened.
There again, that's why I'm in the booth.
There you
Those
go.
guys get paid to coach.
Doubles left and right. Macri in the shotgun. Snap is back. Macri left side, shimmies and shakes.
They don't have any timeouts.
They stop him at the 1-yard line. No timeouts remaining. Clock ticking 20 seconds. Quickly back to the line. Man, they reset in a hurry. 14 seconds. Snap is back. Macri, handoff, left side. No good. They did not get in.
No.
7
they don't
seconds.
Have no time.
6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No go.
That's it.
So there's a 15-yard on the quarterback.
And so we're going to go to halftime.
There's another one.
Sportsmanlike. The referee had 2 flags. unsportsmanlike conduct going to be called against the Raines Wildcats.
Hey, if it's on the same guy, he's gone.
No, it's not. It's not on the same guy.
Okay.
The Raiders dodge
but more importantly,
a huge bullet.
Man, that's not a good call on the official's part. I mean, I know it's not on us.
You don't know what he said.
Well, I don't know what he said, but I will say this. They didn't set the daggum ball quick enough, if I'm Raines. Now, for us, I'm glad that it happened.
Sure.
They didn't set the ball quick enough, and then, you know.
But we'll go to halftime, and we'll talk a little bit more when we come back. At halftime, Raiders dodge a bullet. They're up 28-19. You're listening to KWNS 104.7. We'll go back to the station. We'll see you after halftime.
Social Officer Reagan Valentine. Raider Director is Grace McLemore. Tonight, the Raiderettes will perform a prom routine to Alpha Dog. Take that, a kick routine to Cubano.
Chilly in the morning. High tomorrow 72.
We don't play till 11.
Yeah. It might be up into the high 60s. I might have to find DJ honestly shirt to wear his jersey over there.
Yeah, I've been coming to finding some leggings and swings.
I still got that.
Got one.
I gotta sign DJ for basketball.
We've been practicing at the house, man.
Red Raider Band is proud to present the performance of our 2021 UIL production Night Circus, including the music of Elvis, Norman Delajoyo, Britney Spears, David Verwall, Tchaikovsky, and Montana. Featuring soloist Nico Perez on soprano saxophone, Chloe Tran on the color guard, Ian McMahon on mellophone, and Noah Hillman on trumpet. The band is led on the field tonight by drum major Joey Rambo. The band opened its competitive season at the Pleasant Grove High School Arts Invitational and Texarkana, Texas, seeing first division ratings from all judges, second in their class, they qualified for finals. The Raider band finished the season placed in the second overall in all classifications in the entire conference. This past weekend, they traveled to Roy City where they placed first in their class, winning first division ratings from all judges to take outstanding creative band, color guard, and drum major. Monday, the Red Raider band traveled to Mineola to compete in a field of 28 bands. They received first division ratings as well as outstanding creative band once again. Nico Perez and David McMahon were also awarded the outstanding soloist award out of all bands in the contest. There were only 3 games in the finals and finished second overall on the all classification. We perform tomorrow at 2 in the marching prayer band.
I don't think I've ever seen that many xylophones in a marching band. They're big too.
You ever see you give her a you get a chance to skip out on Friday and go to a outdoor game or a football
College.
Yeah.
Director for the Raider Band, Jim Best. High School Assistant Director, Sarah Troublefield. Head Junior High Director, Eric Schumacher. Junior High Assistant Director, Sarah Saban. Public Art Director is Jenna Ayer. The directors of band would like to wish the Rains High School Band the best of luck as they continue in their 2021-2022 school year. I'd like to extend our deepest gratitude to the school board, administration, staff, and community from our high school for the unwavering support of our young musicians in the band program. We hope you enjoy tonight's performance. Wish you all a wonderful evening and safe travels home.
Should be there.
Y'all are dressed for the theme of the game.
Well, they were
I
tired.
don't even know how to find out what that is.
And when it's break time, I always come over there
To get a drink. Yeah.
The game's 40 minutes.
Oh, their time.
Yeah. The clock, it's a 20-minute quarter and the clock every time. But it's fun though.
That's cool. I'm excited. The first one close. The one I was gonna go to Alba, but then it was moved to Canton first Monday, and I was like, no, I'm not doing all that.
We only play one game here.
That's what I noticed on the schedule. But I guess it makes it fair. Each team gets one like home.
We're gonna have two for the second week of the season. The school shut down for like the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday or whatever. So we had to move this.
I'm excited.
You fill out in the coaches?
Yeah, I figured because the last name.
I have two coaches.
Two. Who's your other coach?
Their Uncle Chris.
Uncle Chris.
He kind of got roped into it because,
And I supported them.
he roped me into it.
Yeah.
I honestly enjoy it. He's made big strides.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the next portion of your halftime entertainment,
Excited to go watch. I'm gonna go to that game and then the Pee Wee football game at Silver Springs afterwards. Be a day full of football. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys later, okay? Sit down.
the Wildcat Marching Band is performing their 2021 UIL competition show, Symmetry of Sound, featuring music by the prolific composer, Johann Sebastian Bach. Wildcat Marching Band, please take the field in performance.
Quick.
Rains High School Band. The band is under the direction of Daniel Curry. Assistant directors are Brett Ryan and Kristen McMullen. The Wildcat Band will be performing at the UIL Region 3 Marching Contest at Mesquite Memorial Stadium on Monday, October the 18th. The band performs at 3:15 p.m. Come out and support your Wildcat Band. Let's hear it again for your Rains High School Wildcat Band.
Oh my gosh, it's
Don't mess with it. No.
What's up, man?
Thank you, guys.
No, I said you texted Mr. Brett Hernandez.
Okay.
Yep.
Is everything running smooth?
Yeah, it's running best it has all season, to be honest, with the internet connection. It's nice having a school that actually has stadium internet.
Yeah. Does ours not have steady internet?
They might, but it does not work.
Oh. I know y'all are having trouble with the gym for that. Remember?
I was here last year. This one was no, that was Gage.
Yeah, and then I thought you were in the... No, that was your dad.
Yep. I think Gabe is probably going to do basketball again this year. But it's definitely something. It is pretty chilly, but I'm, yeah. And I. Man, that thing must be as hard as a rock.
No, I say Rusty though.
Yeah. There's a lot of time. And then, yeah. Shooting yourself.
6-year junior, yeah.
I mean, we could have easily.
Yeah.
Last game, they found creative ways to grab defeat out of the jaws victory.
Okay, I'm not hearing you yet,
They
but then
could
I'm
have won
taking
that game possibly by double digits. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. And they did that, and then they had the fumble, a few weeks ago against Mineola after that big play. That was the game there too. I mean, they could not stop turning the ball over in important spots. Yeah. So Reigns has been completely outplayed. mean, we're outplaying them. It's just the turnovers that are keeping them in.
Come on, Jerry. Call me back, brother. Call me back.
Hopefully they'll take a lead, extend the lead on this first drive.
It's called a rotator cuff clacker.
Their little quarterback's not half there.
Yeah.
What Coach
All right,
said
come
is
bring it to
that they've had a lot of injuries.
Hello. Okay, 24 seconds. Bring us in when it's ready. Welcome back to Rugged Red football action here on the Raider Sports Network. About to bring in our KWNS family as well. Raiders with the halftime lead, 28-19. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Dr. David Rose, Joey Keefe, Darren Swanner here at Wildcat Stadium on campus, Raines High School. As we ended the first half, Raines called for 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. So rather than kicking off at the 40, that'll back them up 15 yards to the 25, and then half the distance. So should put them, Darren says, at the 12.5.
Yeah, the back judge is marking it off.
All the way.
He looks a little lost, but it should be 12.5.
So at the 25, why would they not go? Is it because it's at the 25 or closer?
No,
you go
I
half
think
the
it's
distance?
gonna go on the 10, man.
No penalty. The way it used to read, no penalty shall exceed half the distance to the goal.
So
And
20.
they're going to put it on the 10.
So 25 yards, half the distance
Look
would
at
be
this.
12.5, and a 15-yard penalty takes it a little further.
Seen the kickoff happen from the 10?
10-yard line. You're right.
I
So
stand corrected.
the Raiders with a big break. The Wildcats were at the 1-yard line, first and goal, with no timeouts and about 20 seconds, and the Raiders able to stuff them. And the Raiders keep the 9-point lead, 28-19, and we start things off here in the third quarter. Bizarre like the first quarter, with a kickoff from the 10-yard line, going to be taken at the 43-yard line. Rance Brown's going to go to the right side, got somebody tailing him. He's at the 25, the 35, the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Rance Brown with a nice return from the 43 down to about the 27. So here we go. In that first half, Raiders had the ball about 10 minutes. Raines had it about 14. 27 plays for the Raiders, 35 for the Wildcats. A little over 200 yards of offense for the Raiders, about 150 for the Wildcats. A strange, sloppy, weird first half, but the Raiders have the 9-point lead, 28-19, and they start things off here deep in Wildcat territory. First and 10 from the 27. Finney, handoff, right side, breaks through. Fulmer, 15-10, breaks the tackle.
Get in there.
5-yard line.
Nice run.
Zeb Fulmer with a
First
great
time
run.
he's run the ball in a while, isn't it? Or if I just missed it. That was a really good run.
I think he had a dive. I think he had a dive early on in that first half to get a few yards, but nothing that big. From the 27 down to the 5, 18-yard gain. First down, Rugged Red. That first down brought to you by Best Barber.
Whoever grabbed a hold to his leg out there thought they had a tree trunk.
First and goal, Raiders, right side.
He's in.
All the way in.
Finney.
Kyler Finney with the keeper on first and goal.
Tough run.
Touchdown, Rugged Red, quickly in this second half, 11-19 on the clock. And the Raiders hit pay dirt, and they'll go for the extra point.
Maybe we'll get to run the clock a little bit this half. That's the other thing. We're almost 2 hours removed, Dr. Rose, from the opening kickoff.
Snaps back, the hold's down, kick is up, and it's good. Wilcox with the hold. Rodriguez with the boot, and the Raiders go up 35-19 early here in this third quarter. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Joey Keefe, Darren Slaughter, Dr. David Rose here at Wildcat Stadium in Emory, Texas. Thanks to Alexander's Tractor Parts, Auto Win Senior Living, Best Barbershop, Christus Health, Dairy Queen of Winnsboro, First National Bank of Winnsboro, Leafy, South African Eatery, Scott's Pharmacy, Team Worldwide, Tires Pro and Alignment, United Country, Kane Agency, Winnsboro Boot Company, Winnsboro General Dentistry, Winnsboro Internal Medicine, and Winnsboro Tire and Lube.
So couple other stats to point out in that first half. The Raiders with 15 first downs to 7 is all Emory Raines Wildcats could muster. One positive the Wildcats did have going for them, they had a number of third downs, and they actually converted 6 of those third downs. So almost all their first downs that they advanced were off of third down conversions.
Rodriguez has it teed up several times. He's teed it up, and then Hernandez has kicked it away. Same thing will be true here. Hernandez kicks it away over toward the visiting sideline, checks up at the 20, and barely goes out of bounds.
Man, if he could have gotten a little backspin on that to get Lewis Ray's 9-iron draw there on the sideline, would have been.
Let's go back to the final play of the first half. The Wildcats had run 2 plays. Raiders had stuffed both of them. They're trying to get the ball set, and there may have been a little extracurricular, a little.
It was great tactics by the Red Raiders, if you want to call it, but they were being slow, as you know any team's going to be. They know that there's literally about 4 seconds left on the game clock, and they're trying to stall, if you will, to keep the Red Wildcats from getting a snap off, and it worked.
And there was some frustration on the Wildcats' part, and so they were called for 2 personal fouls, unsportsmanlike conducts, and the Raiders cashed in 32 yards, 2 plays, 40 seconds off the clock. Wildcats go to work. Macri going to keep her straight upfield. Ooh, that's a dangerous tackle at that point. Number 8 had the tackle come along the back of his knees. There are a lot of times that doesn't end up well. 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats. Ball at the Wildcat 36-yard line. Wildcats 2 receivers left and right. Macri, keeper. Macri comes out with some intensity.
Arm tackling.
Macri trying to pick up where he left off in that first half. He's a one-man show here, a huge gain. 36-yard line was the line of scrimmage. He's up to midfield, 14 yards, and about 10 of those with tacklers.
Finally brought down by Baker. Hernandez had a shot at him. Amond had a shot at him. Can't see, not sure what other Raider did. We just didn't get him down. He's a tough runner.
Receiver in motion from the left, goes back to the left. 2 receivers left and right, handoff to the back, spins around. Lots of traffic there. Several Raiders blocking up the hole.
Yeah, nice.
Ivory, Merida,
little
Fulmer, and Boyd.
Yeah, so Raiders really haven't done much substituting on defense tonight. These 11 have been on the field almost every defensive play.
35 plays in that first half for Raines, whereas I think it was 50 in the first half last week.
Yeah, 40 in the second.
Yep. Macri on the keeper. Right side, follows his blockers. He's loses his helmet. He'll have to check out for a play.
He grabbed his lineman, held on to him, and then weasels through and shoves his head up, and all of a sudden he pops up like a mole, man. He's gone.
8-yard gain will bring up 3rd and 2. But Macri will check out because of the losing his helmet. Safety precaution. 3rd and 2 coming in. They sent in number 10. He's limping. 3rd and 2 coming up. Handoff will come right side. Good push from the Raider defense. Spins around. Is he going to get enough? I don't know that he will. That's number 24, Hernandez, coming up from the pile on the stop. No gain will bring up 4th and 2. So, Darren, you talked earlier, a lot of the first downs came on a 3rd down conversion. Couldn't pull it off at that point. 6th play of the drive coming up for the Wildcats. 4th and a short 2.
Yeah, nice job by Hernandez stringing that out, but a good job by Amond and Baker out here on this edge, preventing them from cutting it back right into Hernandez at the moment.
Macri on the keeper.
Nice.
They're going to.
No, sir.
A flag comes in. His helmet comes off. He's going to be short of the first down. Maybe calling the Raiders for offsides. There's a time or 2 earlier, I noticed one of our down linemen was awfully close to the.
I think they're going to call something about headgear.
Yeah.
They're going to, it looks like they're marching the first down for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the penalty's going to be against the Raiders. a face mask against the Raiders. Man, a stop on 3rd and short turns into a first down, or 4th and short, excuse me, because of the face mask. 7th play of the drive coming up, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19.
You don't have to throw a certain amount of flags per game.
There's not a quota.
There's not a quota.
That's right. 2 receivers left and right for the Wildcats. Receiver in motion, little jet sweep pitch to him.
Great job, Raiders.
Good job,
tonight.
defense. Lots of Raiders in on the pile there.
I tell you, one that didn't actually make the tackle but really came and forced the edge. Tedford came flying up from his free safety position, holding that hard edge, making him turn back in against and right into our D-line and defensive linebackers.
1st and 10 from the 37 becomes 2nd and 11 from the 28. So the 37, 27, and the 28. 2nd and 11 coming up. Motion again, right to left. Macri on the keeper, up the middle. Going to gain 3 or 4. Crosses the 35-yard line down to about the 34-yard line. The 24, I'll get it right in a minute. Keep saying the 30. 24, gain of 4 will bring up 3rd and 7 from the 24. 7:25, 3rd quarter. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19. 2 receivers left and right. That's been their set most of the night. Occasionally trips to one side or the other, mostly doubles. Macri on the keeper. Breaks, tries to make a tackle. Good job, Raiders, taking him down. 4th and short coming up. We'll call it 4th and 4. Ball right at the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 21. So 4th and a long 4. 6:48, 3rd quarter. This 3rd quarter has blown by compared to the first, especially.
What you think here, Darren? Quarterback?
You bet he's keeping it.
Yeah, some form of fashion.
4th and 4 coming up.
Don't jump. Oh, pass.
Back to pass. Across the middle.
Intercepted.
Picked off.
Come on with it. Who's that, Logan Baker?
Yep.
Baker with the pickoff and the return. Nice job, Logan Baker, with the 2nd interception of the night by the Raider defense. 7, 8, 9, 10 plays on that drive by the Wildcats. Ball started at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
I just don't understand. You've completed one pass for a touchdown. You completed another one for a touchdown to a kid that was wide open on the rail, but you've not had success. What you've had success is, number one, running on that just kind of quarterback trap. That's what I'd have run, I think.
5 minutes on the drive for the Wildcats and come up with nothing. Russell around the right
what
side.
A tackle.
Superman.
He dove from 5 yards. He dove from the 30 and caught him at the 35.
And Russell's not getting
Russell's
up.
down, yeah.
You're right. He went airborne, and so all his weight was on top of him. Russell with a huge gain. Line of scrimmage was the 23, and Russell's out to nearly the 40. Line of scrimmage, I want to say, was the 23 on the interception return by Baker. 5 minutes on the drive, 10 plays for the Wildcats, but they come up with nothing as they throw the interception. And so about a 12-yard gain, 23 out to the 35, 36. We'll see where they spot it after the injury timeout. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Joey Keefe, Darren Swanner, Dr. David Rose. For those of you watching by video, YouTube and Facebook, camera work by Scott Bowman on the big eye in the sky, and then Rowan Bowman on the roaming camera at field level. Direction, production, IT wizardry from Brett Burnett and Afterglow Productions. Russell gets up, favoring.
Yeah, he is. He's going to get taken good care of by his training staff. And actually, I'm looking through the binoculars. Kinley, you know, my middle one broke her arm playing basketball a few weeks ago. We've been using an orthopedic at Christus and Sulphur Springs. He's on the sideline tonight and helping our training staff. And talking with him, he said he gets to different ball games each Friday night and really enjoys helping out with the kiddos.
Well, that's appropriate. First down brought to you by Christus Health.
There
First
you
and
go.
10 Raiders, back to pass. Finney over the top. Oh, nice defense. Pass was intended for Deaton.
Yes, sir.
And Deaton got tattooed right in the chest. No, that was Wilcox.
No, it's Deaton.
Wilcox is checking out. I thought he had.
Ain't that 8?
That's 11. Wilcox across the way going to be helped to the
yeah.
bench. He got hit right in the numbers after he made the reception, knock it out, pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, it was 11. Sorry about that.
Second and 10 coming up from the 35-yard line for the Raiders. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19. Trips left, Finney back to pass. Fakes a pass. Going to keep it. He's running. He's at the 35, the 40. In some traffic, breaks a tackle. He's at midfield at the 50. Finney will pick up the first down. No flags on the field. First down Raiders. That first down brought to you by Dairy Queen of Winnsboro.
Dairy Queen.
First and 10 for the Raiders into Wildcat territory at the Reigns 49-yard line. Personnel swaps around. Baker splits out to the left along with Deaton. Two receivers out to the right. Klicka takes the stiff arm at the 40. At the 50, goes to 45, the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage at 49. He picks up about 12. First down, Rugged Red. That first down brought to you by First National Bank of Winnsboro. First down, Raiders. Fifth play of the drive coming up. First and 10, the annoying noisemaker.
The rotator cuff.
Rotator cuff.
Noisemaker. I mean, that's all she can do to get that thing going around, man.
First and 10 at the Wildcat 37. Doubles left and right. Finney back to pass, pressure, dumps it to Klicka at the first down.
Run over somebody.
Klicka lowers his shoulder. Klicka near a first down. 37-yard line was the line of scrimmage. He picks up another first down. That first down brought to you by Leafy, South African Eatery, downtown Winnsboro. Raider offense rolling at this point. Where's this been all night? First and 10 at the Wildcat 27-yard line. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19. 5:16 on the clock. Third quarter. Finney goes deep. Got
Wide
deep
open,
over the
baby.
top. He drops it. Perfect pass. Got it right over his shoulder. Deaton drops it. Would have been a touchdown. Falls incomplete. Brings up seventh play of the drive, second 10.
He let it get into his arms rather than going up and catching it with his hands, and that's a natural because you got it out here in front of you. You feel comfortable doing that, but it's
got to be called, guys. That was a touchdown.
Finney on the keeper. He lost his footing, but still able to pick up a couple of yards, maybe 3. Line of scrimmage was the 27. Just a yard. It brings up 3rd and 9. 8th play of the drive coming up. 3rd and 9 from the 26-yard line. Trips, nope, doubles left.
You got a tight end over.
Tight end on the left side. Finney back to pass. Quick pass.
That's what they were looking for.
Pressure.
End.
Finney.
That's going to be a penalty.
Finney able to throw it away. Did he get out of the tackle box? They'll say no. He had 3 defenders on him.
He didn't get it past the line of scrimmage, did he?
No.
And there wasn't anybody in the vicinity.
Yeah.
So intentional grounding.
He's throwing it to his dad.
We'll bring
exactly.
Bring up 4th and 9. Do you lose the down and distance? Yeah.
Yep.
So 4th and is that a 5-yard penalty or is it a spot penalty? Looks like a spot. They'll take it back to the 37. So bring up 4th and 19. Ball's at the 37. They got to get to the 17. So we'll call it 20. 4th and 20 coming up.
I hate to keep beating a dead drum, but you got to catch the ball in the end zone down here. That's all there is to it. I mean, we can call it what we want to, guys, and sugarcoat it all we want, but if we catch the ball in the end zone, we've got a touchdown. We're already back kicking off.
We need somebody on the line up here. Trips left, doubles right, Finney back to pass.
They call timeout.
Timeout called by the Wildcats. Wildcats take a timeout. May have spared the Raiders a bit. Timeout number 1 for the Wildcats. 4:34 on the clock here in the third quarter. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Our thanks to Alexander Tractor Parts, Best Barbershop, Autumn Wind, Senior Living, Christus Health, First National Bank of Winnsboro, Dairy Queen of Winnsboro, Scott's Pharmacy, Leafy, Tires Pro and Alignment, Team Worldwide, Winnsboro Boot Company, United Country Cane Agency, Winnsboro Internal Medicine, Winnsboro General Dentistry, Winnsboro Tire and Lube.
We just want to take this opportunity instead of we always read off our sponsors and thank those sponsors that sponsor, whether you sponsor the radio or the live stream. We're appreciative of all of them. But I just want to make a plea to you. For those of you out there listening, you hear our sponsors, you see them scrolling on the bottom of the screen there. Go support those businesses. That's why they sponsor. They obviously do it to help out the Winnsboro SD, but also they want a little business in return. Go see them, tell them you heard about them on the Red Raider Network, and thanks to all of our sponsors.
I'm going to tell you right now what I do. I run a rail with Will. I run.
Tight end.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a shot to the head, fellas.
No, he didn't hit him in the head.
4th and 20 coming up, and just a quick route. Was that Rance?
No,
Baker.
It was Baker. Man, and Baker gets taken off his feet. Pass will fall incomplete. Raiders come up empty this time. It's still 35-19.
I think even if he'd have caught it, we may have been a little short.
Yeah, needed to get to the 17. He was upended around the 20. And so 9-play drive for the Raiders. Took 2 minutes off the clock. And they started at the 25 on the other end, picked up about 40 yards, and then back to work go the Wildcats with 4:20. 1st and 10 from the 37. Becomes 2nd and 10 at the 37.
Good gang tackling. Like to see that pursuit by a number of defenders for the Raiders.
Doubles left and right, shotgun. Back to pass, Macri flushed. Shifts left and right, still looking for the receiver. Dumps it over the middle. Rance Brown with some coverage there. Tedford coming across too.
Yeah. Scrambler.
I really thought he was about to tuck it and go.
Yeah.
I thought he had a little alley he could get into, but.
Brisk wind coming out of the north. Flags in the south end zone. Nearly straight out. Nice little pop back and forth. Great halftime performance from both Winnsboro and Raines bands. And back in action, 3rd quarter, 3:50 on the clock. Raiders 35, Raines 19, going deep. Catch is made. Nope, incomplete. The official right on top of it there. It's a great job. Rance playing deep safety once again. Jumps just a little too soon. Maybe could have got a hand on it and deflected it. But still works out for the Raiders. Pass falls incomplete. Brings up 4th and 10 from the 37-yard line. And punt team will come in for the Wildcats. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19 here at Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats in punt formation. Rance Brown will go back deep to receive the punt. Punting. You know, I said they would have the wind at their back in the 4th quarter, but they don't. We're going to have the wind at our back in the 4th quarter. Punt is away, procedure penalty. Rance is going to let it kick up. It'll roll down.
Kick that again.
Roll down to about the 23-yard line, but they had a player coming in off the sideline, never got set before the snap. So we'll see how Coach Finney decides on that. Raiders up by 16, 35-19. Clock is stopped. 3:35 remaining, 3rd quarter.
I think I'd have them back up 5 and kick it again. That got a big, big bounce. Oh,
He's going to decline it and let the offense go to work. So a 4-play drive, 3 plays and a punt for the Wildcats. Took about 40 seconds off the clock, 3 plays. No yardage, and so the Raiders take over deep in their territory. 3rd possession of this half, of this quarter for the Raiders. Scored a 2-play drive, made it 35-19 to open the 3rd quarter. Then went 9 plays before turning it over on downs. And then a 3 and out gives it back to the Raiders. 3:35, 1st and 10. At the 20, big board says the 24. That's what we'll go with. Finney has them in the huddle. Raiders in red, Wildcats in blue. Raiders going double tight. Back in motion, left to right, and a flag comes in. I was talking to public address announcer at halftime. He said, "Have you ever seen so many flags?" I said, "Yeah, last week." He said, "I've never seen anything like it." I said, "Well, should have seen it last week."
We may be a magnet for those yellow hankies.
Could be. Call against the Raiders, backs them up.
I'd like to see just a nice, steady dose of Fulmer, Klicka. We hadn't seen Cole Graves tonight. I don't know if he's got a little injury or what the situation is.
1st and 15.
There he is, blocking out in front. I just missed him.
1st and 15 for the Raiders. Klicka hurdles one tackler, but then taken down pretty quickly. Line of scrimmage still the 19. Yeah, so to bring up 2nd and 15 from the 19. Second play of the drive coming up. Clock ticking, 3:10. Raiders up by 16, 35-19, third quarter.
What size school is Raines compared to us as far as numbers? Do y'all know?
Very similar.
Very similar.
Within probably 50 or 60 kids, I bet.
Good grief. Got a timeout now called by Winnsboro. Timeout number 1 for the Rugged Red. It's Autumn Wind.
Yeah.
They're one of the sponsors. Thank you. If it's Autumn Trails season, go to WinnsboroAutumnTrails.com to see all that's in the brochure. But this is Trail Ride Weekend. Always such a great time seeing horses, wagons all over town. And then next weekend, Thursday, October 21st, the Trades Day and Swap Meet starts out at City Park. Continues on Friday. And then on Saturday morning, Trades Day continues. Arts and Crafts Show downtown. The Antique Car Parade begins at 10 a.m. downtown. The Cake and Pie Contest is at the Depot. The Chili Cook-Off is at the church at First Baptist at our 3D Corral, just catty-cornered from our sanctuary. Classic Car Show directly following the parade. The All-School Reunion, which is a really great deal there at the Rock Gym, begins around 11:30. The Carolyn Carney Pet Show will be at the Winnsboro Center for the Arts Pavilion there on Market Street starting at noon. Beard and Mustache Contest at Best Barber, one of our sponsors, 210 East Elm. That's at 1 o'clock next Saturday afternoon. And then the Model A Club has their barbecue that evening. So Trail Ride this weekend, all kinds of things happening next weekend. We'll remind you, we'll be at home next week against Mount Vernon. Raiders, 2nd and 15. Pitch, right side. Soto cuts it up. He's got 5, he's got 10. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Line of scrimmage was the 19 on 2nd and 15. He's run out of bounds at the 30. Is that where they're going to mark it? Yeah, so picks up 11, bring up 3rd and 4 from the 30-yard line.
Give some love to the big guys up front. 72, Tarrant. Number 50, Beatty. 55, Colt Wilkins. Number 52, Lane Lewis. And looks like number 75, Will Holman on the other side of the line. Great job up front.
Tight end, right side, wing, right side, counter action. Klicka, they sniffed it out. Klicka was trying to come from that right to the left.
Yeah, Holman pulling from that right tackle. He was not in front of Creighton where he should have been. He didn't get turned the corner to seal that, and they made a big play in the backfield. 4th and
5, loss of 1, takes it back to the 29. 4th and 5 coming up. Clock continues ticking. Minute 50 remaining in this third quarter. Raiders up by 16. 16 seconds on the play clock. They'll break the huddle quickly to the line. Double tights on 4th and 5. Motion left to right, and a flag and whistles, and my. False start on the Raiders, so 4th and 5 becomes 4th and 10. 4th and 10 coming up. 4th play of the drive, 2nd penalty of the drive. 4th and 10 from the 24. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Finney in the shotgun, quick kick. Gets a much better kick this time, hits at the 47. Doinks around, rolls to about the 45. So 16 yards, 20 yards, 21 yards on the punt. Raiders punt it away and give it back to the Wildcats and put the game in the hands of their defense. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. A minute, 27 seconds remaining, third quarter. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19. Minute 27. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Raiders keep just shooting themselves in the foot. Too many penalties. That's certainly something you've got to clean up.
The penalties and ball security have been an issue just the last few weeks. We didn't see that early in the season, but it has certainly hurt them the last couple of weeks. Raiders up by 16. Wildcats.
Hang on.
Break a tackle, cut back, spin around. Flag's going to come in. 1st and 10 from the 45 of the Wildcats. We'll see.
Well, I'd sure wish they'd put those yellow hankies in their pocket. Unless it's egregious, let's let them play.
They're going to call this against the Raiders?
Even if that
Probably
was a
face
holding,
mask.
if it was a holding even against the Wildcats, let them play unless it is flat just making such a huge difference.
Oh, no, it's on them.
Blocking the back against the Wildcats.
The guy's on the scramble, and they call blocking the back.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Let them play. That is just, yeah.
10-yard
Slows
penalty.
the game.
Back it up.
Slows it way down.
Bring up 1st and 20.
It obviously didn't have an impact on the play, or it would have sprung him loose, right?
You're right.
So if it doesn't change make an impact on the play, yes, thank you. He wants to start the game clock. So, you know, now if it's a player safety issue, obviously, you got to look at those. But, man, let those others go.
1st and 20 coming up for the Wildcats. Motion in the backfield. 2 receivers left and right. 10 seconds on the play clock. Macri calls for the snap. Pass across the middle. Nice bullet of a pass. Picks up 10 yards. Maybe 11. Looks like they'll give it 11 on the forward progress up to the 46-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 9 from
Marked it
the
at the 45, actually.
Oh, they did. Okay,
Yeah.
2nd and 10. The side judge was at the 46, but they moved it back. 2nd 10 from the 45. Wildcats back to work. Macri back to pass. Good pressure up front.
Oh,
Sack.
Boyd. Nice job, Boyd.
He fought off a blocker and
trying to hold him.
Yeah.
And hey, nice job, Landon, getting around that block. Good job up front. Ivory, Fulmer, and Boyd working hard from that 3-down lineman position. You've got Amon and Fulmer as your outside backers, Chapman and Hernandez inside backers, Nance, Brown, Deaton, and Baker in your secondaries. That brings the 3rd quarter to a close. Raiders up 35-19.
You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Our thanks to Winnsboro Tire and Lube, Winnsboro Internal Medicine, Winnsboro General Dentistry, Winnsboro Boot Company, United Country Cane Agency, Tires Pro and Alignment, Team Worldwide, Scott's Pharmacy, Leafy, South African Eatery, First National Bank of Winnsboro, Dairy Queen, Christus Health, Best Barbershop, Autumn Wind, Senior Living, and Alexander's Tractor Parts.
Give a shout out to our live stream sponsors, Zach Loftus with 4L Construction, Beatty Funeral Home, Christus Trinity Mother Francis, Clements Realtors, Rancel Burnett, Drill Right, Edward Jones Investments, Darren Swanner, Juan Wessels, and Will Harrison, First National Bank, Griffiths Paint Body, Hanson's Collision, Lake Country Windows, Nucor, Scott's Pharmacy, Team Worldwide, Wetzel's Heat and Air, Winkle Oil, and Winnsboro Health Services. Go give our sponsors a shout. Tell them you heard about them on the Red Raider Network.
We've talked about what's happening in October. We'll tell you more next week. But coming up in November 13th, Christmas in the Park. Lots of churches have lots of goodies available for you. Christmas in the Park on November 13th from 9 to 3 at the City Civic Center. 3rd and 13 coming up for the Wildcats to get things started here in the 4th quarter. Raiders 35, Wildcats 19. Trips right, single left. Macri back to pass, over the top, picked off.
Baker
again. Second interception. Baker got some room. He's at the 40,
gone,
the 35,
he
the 30,
to the house.
the 20.
He took it to the house.
The 10. Touchdown, Logan Baker. Touchdown, Rugged Red. A 60-yard interception.
Logan Baker.
For Logan Baker. Attaboy, Logie Bear.
That's a trifecta for him, man. That's 3 interceptions
nice.
tonight.
No, Nance got the first one.
Oh, okay, so he's had 2.
Yeah, great job, Logan, breaking on the ball. Great vision as well to see the opening back across the field to his right. And he, I tell you what, he turned on a little bit of speed
He
there.
sure did.
Snaps back, holds down, kick is up. It's through the uprights, and Hernandez tacks on the extra point. The Raiders 42, Wildcats 19.
You know something else coming up pretty soon, Dr. Rose, that we'll also get to be a part of? Lady Raider basketball kicks off at the end of the month, and I was thinking about Logan. He's a transfer in from Harmony. He's also a Red Raider, will be a Red Raider basketball player, was a good player last year for Harmony, so I look forward to seeing them on the court back later in November, but the girls will be starting later this month, beginning with a couple of scrimmages, and look forward to seeing the Lady Raiders back in action.
You was talking about Christmas in the park. They've had Christmas trees up on display and for sale at Lowe's for 3 weeks.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the whole everything. The blow-ups, the works.
It's, woo.
Raiders up by 23. It's Winnsboro 42, Reigns 19. And Hernandez.
That was big, guys.
Rodriguez will
needed that.
Tee it up once again at the 40. Rodriguez has been teeing it up, and then Hernandez has been kicking it away. Raider Band headed to Prairie Land tomorrow for their final tune-up before UIL competition on Tuesday. Rodriguez will kick this one away, angles it toward the home stands. Fair catch called for at the 25. Raider Band will go to Prairie Land tomorrow. They had a great result last weekend. They went to Royce City and ended up, they were 5th place in the prelims, but ended up 2nd place overall behind the North Lamar Band. Found out, didn't know this, North Lamar won the 4A state championship last year.
Wow.
And so they have a quality program. Mr. Best said maybe the best program in the whole state, no matter the classification.
Wow.
And your band ended up 2nd behind them. So looking forward, they'll have tune-up tomorrow at Prairie Land at the Invitational, then Mount Pleasant on Tuesday for UIL district competition. Flag comes in as Reigns goes back to work.
Clicka tracks him down.
Clicka from way on the backside. And fellas, you wonder if things had been a little different at the end of the first half, how things would look differently now. Would there have been any kind of momentum swing? Would there have been?
Yeah, if they'd have poked it in for a score.
Yeah,
you're right.
to bring it within 2 or 3, maybe.
Well, maybe 1.
Yeah.
If they went for 2.
Sure.
Been 28-27 if they'd have made it and gone for 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wonder if Clicka got across a little faster, if one of the D linemen, but they certainly got someone in the.
This official over here lines up every time with his hand already on his flag.
On the flag.
It's already on the flag. He's ready to
Cocked
draw
and loaded.
right now.
Loaded, buddy. Ready to go.
We went into halftime.
Somebody send him a text. Tell him put that thing up.
Went in halftime 28-19. Raiders scored a touchdown in the 3rd and then the pick 6 to start the 4th. They're up 42-19. Looking for a receiver screen. Macri, so elusive. My goodness. Gets the pass away and a flag comes in late.
Lineman downfield. Yeah,
lineman
you got to call that.
Yeah.
That's
lots of scrambling, and that'll back them up. They had 1st and
5 was that previous line of scrimmage.
1st and 10, and then 1st and 5. So line of scrimmage was the 32. Back them up. Does that back them up 5 or 10, D? Is that a 10-yard penalty?
Should be 10, I believe.
No, it's 5, I believe.
5.
So back to the original line of scrimmage, the 27. So
start all over.
1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass. Macri looks to his right. Pursuit behind him. Are they going to take him down?
Ball.
How is he still on his feet? They pick up the fumble. He was in so much traffic. Ball comes loose, fumble.
Poor kid running for his life.
Yeah, he is.
And the Raider defense steps up once again, forces the fumble, and the Raiders will have a short field. 11:03 on the clock, 4th quarter. 1st and 10 Raiders deep in Wildcat territory. They'll mark the ball at the Wildcats 17. Yeah, Raiders 42, Wildcats 19, 11:03 remaining in this ball game. Raiders looking to go 4-3 on the season, 2-2 in district. 2 tight ends, Finney under center, Back to pass over the top, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown.
That was easy.
Rugged Red. Touchdown. Hayden Deaton just slipped through the coverage, and Deaton, the one-play drive, gets the Raiders on the board once again. PAT team makes their way in quickly.
Looking back over here at the computer camera setup, Brett's working. Nice views by Rowan on the Roman Bowman camera, getting some action.
He was
as
right
the
down
Raiders,
there on it.
Yeah, coming off the field celebrating.
Marita with the snap,
Oh,
Wilcox with the hold,
Nelly.
and the kick is up, and it's no good. It went to the moon and
world?
back. Not sure what happened there.
I thought the ball got stuck in the air. I didn't know what was.
48 for the Raiders, 19 for the Wildcats.
It was on the left side of the goalpost, and I know the people in Mount Vernon would think that was no good, but I still say that kick was good. I'm just kidding.
Oh, man, 48 for the Raiders,
Stir the
19
pot,
for the
right?
Wildcats. It's stirring the pot indeed. 29-point lead with 10:50 remaining in the game.
We are coming up on that famous broadcast from last year, and was it blistery cold.
Oh.
And
it won't matter what it is next week because we'll be at New Red and indoors.
Yes.
Now, Scott may beg to differ because he'll be outside, Rowan will be outside, but we will not be dealing with the howling north wind that we dealt with
and the
Mount
canopy
Vernon.
with the
Saran cling wrap.
The packaging wrap. But hey, I'm going to tell you right now, that was a lifesaver.
It did
Had
help.
we not had
It wasn't
that
pretty,
wrap,
but it helped.
Well, and I had that neck gaiter from Raider Pride that I pulled up over my head and my ears. It made a difference. Raiders will kick it away, angle it toward the home sideline once again, taken at the 26-yard line. Fair catch called for.
I never see him
I don't
signal
either.
fair catch on that.
Yeah.
So
I don't see him signal fair catch.
But it's been a fair catch just about every time, and Raines will go back to work. 10:58. Somehow or another, a minute ran off the clock on that previous one-play drive by the Raiders because they got the ball with 11:53. Now there's 10:58 on the clock. Raiders 48, Wildcats 19. Wildcats with the ball, 1st and 10. Macri, pressure, rolls to his right, throws it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball at the 20, 25? Yeah, 26. Wildcat 26-yard line. Wildcat 2nd and 10. Wildcats 19, Rugged Red 48. Raiders have scored 7 touchdowns, kicked 6 extra points, just missed the previous one. Macri in the shotgun, doubles left and right. 10 seconds on the play clock. Handoff up the middle, shifts to his left, keeps his feet driving, picks up nearly 10 yards. We'll call it 9, bring up 3rd and 1. And the clock ticks. 10:30 remaining in the game. So we haven't checked scores lately.
Last time I checked, Mount Vernon was up 49-0 at the bottom.
Macri on the keeper. Pick up just enough for the first down. Needed to get to the 36.
He's going to be a wore-out young man when he gets home.
He absolutely is.
Wildcat slow to get up. One of the linemen may have gotten a...
Yeah, he got rolled up from behind.
Making sure that knee's still working right. 1st down for the Wildcats. 4th play of the drive coming up. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Latest score we have, Pottsboro 35, Mineola 14.
Macri with a bullet across the middle. Reception, breaks a tackle, spins around. Another couple of tackles broken. Baker finally takes him down. Hernandez in there as well. Another 1st down for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 right at midfield. So it looks like Pottsboro and Mount Vernon will remain undefeated. And then you'll have a traffic jam at 2 and 2.
Yeah, boy, it gets interesting to see if we even can make it.
Yeah. Back to pass. Macri's taken down. Sacked by
Blair.
Josh Blair coming up from the pile. 53.
Manhandled him. Can't give his quarterback credit, Macri. He is tough, man.
Caden Adams, number 58, back there assisting as well. Line of scrimmage was the 50. They drop him for a loss of 7, bring up 2nd and 17. 6th play of the drive coming up from the Wildcat 43. 8:50 remaining in the game. Raiders 48, Wildcats 19. Raiders have scored 3 touchdowns in this second half. Wildcats have not scored anything. Macri scrambling, gets across midfield, goes out of bounds. Well, they'll mark him out right at the 50.
That was smart, guys. If you'd been hit like he was, you'd be running out of bounds, too.
I promise.
We might already be sitting over there on the sideline on that little table they have down there.
Or getting rid of it.
Or that ambulance over there they got over there.
Ambulance. Oh, land.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Wildcats.
Let's call it what it is.
Oh, it's become delirious time. It's after our bedtime.
3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Macri, a little dump pass to his back. Going to pick up enough for another first down. Great job, 10 yards on the little wheel route. Little
flare, yeah.
Flare, yeah. Picks up enough for a first down. Again, 3rd down conversion, D. 8th play of the drive coming up, 1st and 10.
I tell you, if you just look at the stat line and you looked at just 3rd down conversions, you'd think Raines really was doing something, but just not able to convert.
Holden, thank you.
Yeah,
Flag will come in, Macri scrambling.
Nice
Ball tipped,
job,
intercepted.
Creighton Klicka.
Klicka got the ball,
Nice,
got his
Klicka.
hands on the ball.
Amon.
And then Isaiah Amon with the interception after the deflection. Offense called for holding, and that'll be declined. Another interception for the Raider defense. My goodness.
Tell you what, I'd like to see just about a 3-4 yard grind about 10 or 15 plays here, run the clock off, go to the house, and call it a night.
That's 5 interceptions tonight by the Raider defense.
Wow. For a secondary that has struggled.
And did we have a fumble recovery too?
Yes.
We did.
So we've had
2.
6 turnovers.
2 fumble recoveries.
1 on the first play of the game.
That's
One
right.
Over there on our sideline just a few minutes
ago.
ago. So lots of turnovers. Emery.
There you go, Cole Graves. He's talking about.
Get out of the way.
That was
Who
funny.
did he just push out of the way?
Cole Graves still moving. 1st and 10.
Let's see when he gets up, I'll tell
From the
you.
44.
Soto.
20 Soto.
He just flat. Cole Graves ran up on the backside of Ray Soto, who was his lead blocker, and just pushed him down face first. And then he's trying to get up, and he gets just kind of rolled again by a defender. Poor Soto.
13-yard gain for Graves brings up a first down for the Raiders. That first down brought to you by Scott's Pharmacy.
That's one of the first touches that Graves has had all night, to my memory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10 for the Raiders in Wildcat territory at the Wildcat 43-yard line. 48 for the Raiders, 19 for the Wildcats. Handoff left side down to the 40-yard line. Soto on the carry.
Golly, this play clock operator needs to slow down his trigger finger. He's getting 40 reset as soon as the ball is blown dead. That's how you let the clock run out, is let that 40-second be slow to start and let the offense chew every second they can.
2nd 7 coming up from the 40-yard line for the Raiders.
You're telling us your secret.
I'm just saying. I mean,
well, that's what we saw earlier, is that we had run out of time, and like,
Yes.
how did 40 seconds pass? Little counter action. Ray Soto right side, 40, 35 to 30.
stay in bounds.
Stays
Good
in
job.
bounds,
Yeah.
taken down at about the 25-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 40. Soto picks up 15. First down for the Rugged Red. That first down brought to you by Team Worldwide.
Nice run. Got the ball out to the outside arm because he saw he was headed to the sideline. Good, smart running by Soto.
14-yard pickup brings up 1st and 10 at the 26. 4th play of the drive for the Raiders, double tight. Graves, left side's got some room, cuts back. He's at the 35, the 25, the 15.
Good night.
And he just put that kid to sleep.
And they're still driving his feet. Cole Graves down at about
that
the
poor kid, he did number 10.
9-yard
Hey,
line.
it's a turnover, fellas. They're giving the ball to Raines.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea what's going on. I watched the pile continue going one way, and the ball comes loose, and Raines with the fumble recovery. And once again, the turnover bug bites the Raiders as they're driving, trying to kill the clock.
I'm going to tell you, somebody's going to get knocked out by that thing.
Everybody around her starts backing up like, look out!
It is a large wooden device.
We got to get Scott to get that on video so people on the team, you know people are dying. What are they talking about?
I can't even describe it, fellas. I mean,
she almost hit that little lady in the head.
I've seen them on a much smaller scale that you give out to kids maybe sometimes at a fair or whatever.
Yeah.
This is about the size of a 747 wing. And there's 3 people that have to hold it up.
And dodge the rotation of it as it's.
And the lady's rotator cuff is just popping out.
I think they make it from recycled windmill turbines.
Ooh, it is large. Maybe that's what's creating all the breeze that's still going tonight.
Hey, if somebody gets knocked out, Dr. Rose, you may have to go down there and pray over these people because I'm telling you, this thing is a weapon. If things get dirty here, this lady has her own weapon. How'd she get in the gate with this?
After the fumble, Raines has the ball deep in their territory, 1st and 10 at the Wildcat. Is it the 9-yard line? Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 9. 6:14 remaining in the game. Winnsboro 48, Raines 19. First and 10, Wildcats, doubles left and right. Handoff, back and forth. Ooh, tackle from the back, kind of loses his footing. Tackle made, looked like Nathan Chapman, number 4, maybe 24. Hernandez coming in. Second and short coming up.
Sorry, guys. I'm watching behind the play. Creighton just got leveled by big number 72. They've been going at it all night. They're having fun. And then 72 turns around, picks him up. Creighton swats him on the helmet.
Yeah.
Having fun at it out there.
2nd and 2. First down for the Wildcats out to the 26-yard line. About a 10-yard gain on 2nd and 2. We'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 5:30 remaining in the game. Wildcats doubles left and right. Macri. Flag's going to come in. My goodness.
Gracious, fellas, let it go.
I've lost count of all the flags that have been thrown.
Is it still Friday?
I don't know what Father Ted Glazner would tell us at Subway, Dave, but at some point, just let the game clock keep running.
A procedure penalty against the Wildcats. Stops the clock, 5:23, backs them up 5 yards, brings up 1st and 15 from the 21-yard line.
So, Dr. Rose, any other insights you gained a couple of weeks ago from being on stage with the Finney brothers?
I was surprised. Oh, my, there's some violence happening. There was a white helmet that was vertical, and then it was horizontal in a hurry.
It was a wrestling move takedown, was it not? Yeah.
So, no gain, bring up 2nd and 15. I was surprised. I thought Kyler might be a little deferential to his older brother and say that his brother was smarter or maybe more athletic, but there was no deference to the older brother. Kyler definitely saying he was better in all rounds.
Oh, Zadrian Nance.
Zadrian Nance.
Well, another flag.
Oh, got a flag.
Oh, my soul.
Zadrian Nance knocks the pass away. Maybe side judge coming in. Maybe an interference call.
Surely not the way he threw it back there.
Guys, we're getting requests to see this 747 airplane noisemaker. Shannon Arrington's like, I want to see this thing.
So you got to take your headset off and tell Scott he's got to get some video.
All right, so next time out, I'm going to go down there and ask this lady if I can see this and get Scott get me on video.
Yeah, go down and get it from her and see if you
Now, if she starts to attack me or hit me with it,
come help
I'll send Darren to help you.
Shannon Arrington's like, I got to see this thing. All right, Shannon, we're going to get there.
Penalty was against the Raiders. Darren, did you hear?
I didn't. Y'all were yapping too much about the noisemaker.
So it's a spot penalty because it was 2nd and 15, and now it's 2nd and 8.
Could have been defensive holding, spot foul, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Keeper. No, handoff. Thought it was Macri, but it was 22. Makes his way up to the 37-yard line. Be enough for it.
No, it wasn't.
First down.
22's running the
I got you. He's in the QB spot. 5th play of the drive coming up. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 4:34 remaining in the game. Raiders 48, Wildcats 19. And a whistle, of course.
Oh,
Timeout called by the Raiders.
Goodness, Coach Finney, yeah, that ought to cost you 15 for calling one this late in the game, up 48-19.
Timeout Raiders with 4:34 remaining in the game. That's the second timeout for the Rugged Red. It's Winnsboro 48, Raines 19. You're listening to KWNS 104.7 FM. Joey Keefe, Darren Swanner, Dr. Dave Rose here at
So Joey's headed down in the bleachers as we speak. He's giving instructions to Brother Scott. He's going to get the noisemaker, and he has it in hand.
I'm going to see if he hurts himself trying to spin it.
Give a good twirl there, Joey. Yeah. He can't. I'm telling you, he's fixing to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think you have to get clearance from the FAA before you swing it, because everybody's got to get out of the way.
Hey, and you saw how hard Joey was having to really twerk that particular device to. I don't know if we can say that on the radio, but good land.
After the timeout,
I think he's going to need some physical therapy on that shoulder.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and a host of Raiders come in, dropping the quarterback in the back. Kaufman comes up, Blair, Merida, Ivory.
So we don't just call ball games, right? I mean, it's an entertaining
Hey, I'm
evening.
going to tell you, no wonder she only goes around with it twice. I need a cortisone shot in my shoulder.
It's got some torque on it.
Yes, it does.
Back to pass, those screen. It works. They get it to the 32, quarterback down to the turf, but he's going to break it. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. That's a touchdown from deep.
See, there's a smaller one down below is more what I've been accustomed to seeing.
This guy over here's got one that's like 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah, that'd be the.
There's some people who tuned in tonight for the first time and said, y'all said these guys were good.
Yeah, it's bad.
No, we've never admitted.
No, we've not. But there were others who said, I really enjoy watching them. I'm not sure tonight was that night.
Oh, I agree.
The Wildcats score on the long screen pass, about 65 yards, to put 6 more on the board. Snaps back, holds down, kicks up, and it's good. And the Wildcats add 7. It makes it Raiders 48, Wildcats 25 with 3:50 remaining in the ball game.
My brother-in-law's text and said, I thought you were going to hit yourself in the head with this thing.
That's what we thought about the ladies all night. I literally thought someone was going to end up in the hospital needing stitches.
How much did it weigh?
Like therapy, it's not heavy. That's the key. It's not very heavy. It's to get it to go
It
around.
doesn't have any
No, it's not smooth.
Centripetal accelerator.
There you go, back to physics.
It's
Come
not
on.
heavy.
Yes.
It's just to get it to go around. You've really got to whip that thing around. So
Get centripetal force going for it.
Darren said you twerked.
what?
That's
That's scary.
I said,
If you
yeah.
can't have fun on the broadcast, man, that's why Wilburn Hedrick tells us he tunes in, because we're just real.
You know, we continue to get requests to get the Willie
I know
dance,
it. Brett, we're going to talk
right?
to Brett about that.
Yeah.
Next
The
week.
Wilburn Hedrick touchdown dance.
Yes, next week
We've
the
been
Raiders
missing it.
will be at home against the arch rival Mount Vernon Tigers. We head to Commerce the following week to take on the Commerce Tigers, and then at home against Pottsboro to finish out the regular season on November the 5th. So tune in every week by radio, video, or audio. 48 for the Raiders, 25 for the Wildcats. Little onside something or another, just kind of a bullet kick, and the Raiders able to maintain possession. I think it's Logan Baker.
He throws a flag after Finney walks off 8 yards.
Raiders have the ball at about the 39, 40-yard line, and some extracurriculars afterward. I don't know if there was something said that we didn't hear. There were a couple of players locked up. It didn't really seem to be excessive. They were just locked up until they heard the whistle, but we'll see what the call is. Line of scrimmage was going to be the 40 for the Raiders. Personal foul is the call against the Raiders. Back them up to the 25. The Raiders will have 1st and 10 with 3:46 remaining in the ball game. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Raider 25. Winnsboro 48, Raines 26.
You know, I think maybe maybe when this guy was in high school and he was a senior and he was running for a touchdown for the state championship.
Yeah.
They threw a flag or something, and it, like, cost him the state championship, and he's scarred for life. And so now he's like, I'm going to be the yellow flag guy.
I formation, Soto with the carry, left side. Good shoestring tackle on the defensive front. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. They give him 1. Bring up 2nd and 9. Clock ticking away. 3:33 remaining in the ball game. Raiders up by 22. Winnsboro 48, Reigns 26.
I hope our listeners and viewers tonight are happy. They got a display, got a demonstration of a noisemaker. So, what else could you ask for on the broadcast?
Well, and they've had
Shanna, you owe me because my shoulder's out of socket now.
and they've gotten a lot of time from the officials.
Yeah.
Wing T for the Raiders. Handoff Soto again, left side. Picks up maybe another yard. Bring up 3rd and long.
What a dog calling time out. You're down by 22.
Reigns will call a timeout.
Darren.
3 minutes remaining. That's their final timeout. They got them. They're going to use them.
We still have 1, and I hope we call it. I want every timeout called, every flag thrown that's possible. I want the game to last as long as possible.
You just enjoy being with Dr. Rose and me, right?
I mean, what else you going to do on a Friday night than borrow this lady that was so nice to allow us to use her noisemaker?
10:15. It's normal people's bedtime.
And we've still
Darren, John Brent Beatty's bedtime is 7 o'clock, so he's way past it.
Good land.
Do you really go to bed by 10 or 10:15?
I'm over 40.
I am too, bro, but I'm trying to figure out when I did go to bed.
Oh, man.
Dr. Rose, rescue us.
I've lost
Get
control.
us out of this.
No.
It is,
3 minutes
we're
remaining
in a fog.
in the game. Raiders up by 22. Reigns has taken their final timeout. Raiders will have 3rd and a long 8 coming up.
Dr. Rose is the staple in this group. You and
Praise
I
the Lord.
I'm telling you.
Brett's gonna figure out one day and just cut our mics off.
Yeah.
High formation again. Finney rolls out right side, looking. Got a
Nice
receiver
pass.
wide open.
To his brother.
Oh, it's his brother. Yeah, his brother cashed in a couple of weeks ago. He hit him in the hands and just drops it. Would have been a big first down for Caden.
You think
no
his brother
good.
says to him, hey, bro, catch that?
Yeah.
I guarantee he will. His dad's going to come back over there and tell him the same thing. Dude, that hit you right in the worst place possible, right in the hands.
4th and 8 coming up. Raiders will punt it away. 2:52 remaining in the ball game. Raiders up by 22, 48-26 over the Reigns Wildcats.
You speaking of the Finney brothers earlier, I didn't know till a couple weeks ago. Somebody was telling me that Caden is a really like a web designer.
He's got his own business,
and he does it for people all over the country.
He's taught himself how to code and build, and he does. He has customers all over the country, and it's pretty impressive. His dad has talked with us about it several times. We talked about that some at the
now, he
pageant
didn't get
the other
that
day.
kind of skill from Coach Finney.
No, he's taught himself.
No.
He's taught himself. And speaking of Finney, Kyler Finney with his best punt maybe of the season. 25 yards to midfield and another 10. 35-yard punt on the quick kick, and the punt away.
So speaking of Caden, I have not checked his progress, but he's supposed to be trying to develop an app for the Rotary Club for use on Chick-fil-A days, which
cool.
we're bringing back.
Yeah,
so we'll give you more info as that comes along. One of those events look forward to every year.
1st and 10, Wildcats. Flag's going to come in from the backside. Notice Macri has not run the last couple of.
He's on the bench.
He's got a towel on his head. He's done for the night. He has probably run 500 yards laterally tonight. 12 players on the field for the Raiders.
That's not normally the referee's job to catch that. The
Right.
umpire and the back judge really are counting.
What happened was he threw the flag, and then while the play was going on, he goes, all right, what can I call this on? Oh, yeah, they had 12 people.
1st and 10 after the illegal participation flag against the Raiders. Moves the ball into Raider territory. It's at the 47-yard line.
And he's telling them what time to put the clock at while the play's going.
Back to pass, hits the receiver in stride at the 25, the 20, breaks the tackle at the 10. Shane Tedford tripped him to tackle him, so I think they're going to call the flag there saved the touchdown, but did draw the flag.
Well, they got to have another flag back here.
My goodness.
Shannon Arrington said after seeing so many yellow flags, she needed something interesting, so that fit the bill.
Maybe that's what the referees use to work out this crew to be able to throw so many flags.
It really would be amazing to go back and count up the total number of flags thrown the last 2 weeks. It's unprecedented.
Yeah, I've not, and more tonight than last week.
Yeah.
Tonight's has been unreal.
Roughing the passer as well against the Raiders. Goodness. So line of scrimmage is going to be about the 8. They'll move it down
to
the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal coming up for the Wildcats. 2:30 remaining in the game. Could it get interesting here with 2:30 remaining? Down by 22 are the Wildcats.
No.
We hope not, but it is October, and this has been a bizarre game, to say the least. Wildcats in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper, left side. Run out of bounds at about the 3. Clock will stop.
Graves and Blair.
2nd and goal coming up.
We had a suggestion that my brother-in-law suggested that we could just put flags on everybody, give everybody a flag, call it flag football.
2nd and goal coming up.
There'd be literally flags littering the field all the time, right?
What's the difference?
2nd goal for the Wildcats. Trips right. Single left. Back to pass. In the flat. Oh, good defense. And a flag comes in. You wonder, the officials are there obviously for safety and for justice. You want them to call well. And you wonder if sometimes they think, I keep calling this penalty, is this kid ever going to learn? So penalty's going to be against the Wildcats on 2nd and goal from the 3. Let's see what they call. 2 flags. Legal procedure. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 13 now, as the hold penalty will back them up 10 yards. 2nd and goal from the 13 after the holding penalty. 2:12 remaining in the game. Raiders 48, Wildcats 26. Raiders had scored 3 unanswered in this 2nd half. Wildcats finally scored on their previous drive here in the 4th quarter, and now trying to score again.
Thank you.
Shane Tedford with the pickoff at the 2-yard line. He's coming back.
He wants 6.
He breaks a tackle.
He wants 6.
He's at the 40.
Take
He's
to
at
the half,
45,
Shane.
the 50.
Get away from number 6. Good job,
Shane Tedford from
Great job.
the 2-yard line all the way to midfield and another 9 yards. So 57-yard interception return from Shane Tedford. 6th interception of the night.
And only 6 flags on the play.
6 flags over Texas has a new meaning tonight, right?
You ain't kidding. 6 flags over range.
I've never called a game with 6 interceptions. I've never seen it. The Raider defense, Raider defense is
so 8 turnovers.
At least.
Reigns has had.
That we can remember, right?
We've had a couple ourselves.
Minute 55, Raiders will take a knee. Reigns is out of timeouts. So you got 40 seconds between plays. So minute 50 take us down to about minute 10 for the next snap on 2nd and about 12. The Raiders should be able to snap it one more time, and that'll be the game. A reminder, next week we're at home, a huge game against Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon coming in, I think they were 4th in the state this week.
4th.
Big win tonight for Mount Vernon, take them to 4-0 in district. Raiders are going to go to 2-2. Finney will take a knee.
They'll have to run another one.
Yeah, we'll get one more play in.
Because they're starting the clock so soon.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we're going to have to, let's see.
No, it'll be at 35 or 38.
Yes. So it should be good.
Yeah. But it'll just barely be there. Clock keeper has made it interesting tonight. So the Raiders go to 4-3 on the season. They'll go to 2-2 in district, and there'll be a log jam at 2-2. Pottsboro's going to be at 3-0. See you, Darren. Darren's got to get out of here. He and Canaan headed down the road. Raiders go to 2-2 in district. Bonham's going to be at 2-2 in district. Mineola's going to be at 2-2 in district. The Raiders with the win tonight, and it's basically just going to be a week-by-week thing. The Raiders have to take care of business. And so we'll be at the new Rugged Red Stadium next week to take on the Mount Vernon Tigers. Your final score here tonight, Rugged Red 48, Wildcats 26 for Joey Keefe and Darren Swanner. For Brett Burnett, Scott Bowman, and Rowan Bowman, I'm Dr. David Rose. We're going to take it back to the KWNS station. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Once again, your final score, Raiders 48, Wildcats 26. Have a great night. We'll see you next week against Mount Vernon.